It is about that time. That should be Jager Gill and Jordan Jesovich deep for the Red Devils. Let's see which one's where. It's Jesovich here on the near side,
he's
and
near
Gill
us.
over on the far side. So we are set to get this rivalry milk jug matchup underway. The beginning of the long Labor Day weekend. Hope it'll be a great holiday weekend for all of you. A short kick, and it will go out of bounds at the 17-yard line. That's a penalty.
That's not what they wanted. You don't want to give the Lowell Red Devils a ball at their own 30, 35-yard line.
So as a result of the illegal procedure, Lowell will begin 1st and 10 from their own 35-yard line. At the conclusion of tonight's game, we'll name the Crowell Company's Lantern Man Superhero of the Game. Crowell Companies, they have offices open from 9 to 9 Monday through Friday and Saturdays until 2 in Highland, Maryville, and Michigan City. So 35-yard line is where the Red Devils will begin 1st and 10. Great crowd on hand tonight here at the farm. Bleachers packed on both sides of the field. It's a gorgeous night, and both Rob and I are really glad that the sun is setting because we're staring into the western sky here in the press box.
Absolutely.
On the east of the field. About a half hour ago, we were wondering, how are we going to see this game? Here's a handoff off to the right side across the 40 out to around the 42-yard line. That's Ike James on the carry, and that's a 7-yard pickup, making a 6-yard pickup to the 41 on the very first play from scrimmage.
Good run by the junior All-Stater from last year. He got hit in the backfield and still got 6 yards out of it.
So 2nd and 4 for the Red Devils as we are just underway.
KV has to make those tackles in the backfield.
Red Devils are going to put 2 receivers to the left side of the formation, go with offset I behind Hornickel. He's going to pitch, and James is going to come to the left. He has lead blocking. He's across midfield. He has a first down. Great stiff arm. Gets him another 6 yards down to the Kankakee Valley 39. That was 21 that he put that stiff arm on for Kankakee Valley. That was Peyton Gutwine that he pushed right over and ran all the way down. They're going to say the 40-yard line, so that is going to be a pickup of 19 yards, right, James, and then we've got a hold on KV as well.
It looks like there's some extracurricular after the play. I don't think a KV player liked it. Got a penalty. It's another 15 yards added onto that run, Jerry.
So football goes down to the 25 for James. That was a 19-yard carry. It was a first down for the Red Devils. Ike James very quickly, 25 yards on just 2 carries. I formation again for the Devils. 1 receiver left. Strong side is right. This is Giordano that gets the football this time. Comes to the left across the 25 to the 23. Give him a pickup of 2 and call it 2nd and 8 for the Red Devils. 11:06 to play in this opening quarter.
Got to give the fullback some love. He's blocking all day long. Give him a carry or 2. Keep him happy.
You kind of say throw him a bone once in a while.
Oh, yeah.
At the conclusion of tonight's game, we'll name the Berry Brothers Blue Collar Player of the Game, underwritten by our friends at Berry Brothers. Berry Brothers, blue collar store for the blue collar worker.
I think that was Riley Fisher on the tackle for KV on that last one.
So 2nd down, 2nd and 8 for the Red Devils.
Looks like KV's got 5. They bring it down.
Pitch, Ike James with it across the 20 to the 15-yard line, and he's going to be close. If not, if he's on the line, he's going to have another Red Devil first down.
They're waving him on. That's a first down.
8 more for Ike James.
There's no secret what they're going to do. Number 32 is going to get the ball.
So, first down from the 15-yard line for the Red Devils. I gave one of James. I gave Austin Giordano's run to James. I can't do that. That's not fair.
He might not get another carry the rest of the game.
No, we got to give him his yards. We got to show him some love. But that still is 33 yards.
Giordano again.
And Giordano's across the 10 near the 8-yard line.
Not a bad little run.
They're going to give him 8-yard line. That's a 7-yard pickup for Austin Giordano. That is already 41 yards on the ground for Lowell on this opening drive.
They're already, what, at the 7-yard line?
Right in that area. And they can pick up a first down at the 5. 9:42 clock runs here in the opening quarter. It's the opening drive of the night. Hornickel under center, strong side with the tight end is left, but they're going to go right on the pitch with James. Cuts it up, and he's going to be stopped right around the 6-yard line, about a yard short of the first down. But for James, give him a couple of more on the carry, 3rd and a yard.
He must have saw something inside. It looked like that was a pitch to the outside. He saw something, tried to cut it up. KB defense came up and stopped him.
Stay tuned after the second quarter for the Herm Hoagie halftime report, underwritten by Remax Realty Associates, Herm and Chris Hoagie of Munster. They're on the web at regionhomes.com. So from the 6, 3rd and 1 for Lowell on this opening drive. 9 minutes to play exactly here in the first quarter. Lowell, a little different look. White tops, maroon numbers, the black helmet, but maroon pants this time. This is going to be James. He eludes one tackler. He's not going to get to the end zone, but by eluding the tackler, he has a first down at the 3.
That was a hard run. He at least got 2 yards after contact. He powered his way. He was not going to be denied. He got the first down. Now they are 1st and goal.
He took the football like James did down to the 2. Another 4 yards on the pickup. Lowell knocking on the door on this opening drive. 1st and goal from the 2-yard line. Nice student section across the way for Lowell over there, Rob.
They travel well, especially when you're 2-0 and you're ranked.
And they are standing along the fences on both sides of Fred Jones Field.
The farm is a happening place to be tonight.
Boy, this is a strong formation, right? We have a whistle and a flag at the snap. Only the guard and tackle were left of center in this formation. Everything else, tight ends and all. And that is against Kankakee Valley offsides. So that will be a half the distance penalty. Their 3rd penalty already since they kicked the football off. And it'll put the ball at the 1-yard line. Think they're going to do something tricky and try to pass the ball?
No.
No. Okay. I just had to come up with something to say. Glad you agreed.
If they pass it, I'm eating all the rest of those Oreos.
Hornickel. Oh, and he runs into James. The ball's loose, and a good job by Hornickel to fall on it. He's going to lose a couple of yards back to the 3.
There was some miscommunication back there. It happens.
Football's going to be at the 3. So Hornickel loses 2. I think he was able to retain it all the way through. But yes, definitely a mix-up between he and James. 7:40 clock runs here in the first quarter. And the exchange did not go well. Hornickel did a good job, the senior, of just hanging on to the football so they could live to play again. 2nd and goal from the 3 this time. Pitch. James, left side, and he high steps it into the left corner. Touchdown, Red Devils.
It's going to be a long night for KV.
3-yard touchdown run for Ike James. And the Red Devils score first. That coming at 7:19 of the first quarter. Robbie Smetana on for the PAT. And another penalty flag, and it's going to be against KV, it looks like. Offside, Kankakee Valley. Does this make you think about going for 2 at this point, Rob?
No,
they're going to decline it.
Well, they're going to be down here all night long, in their eyes. But if you're KV, you can't jump off sides and even give them the inclination of wanting to go for 2.
A Kankakee Valley fan not happy right below us as the kick by Smetana is up and good. And so with 7:19 left in the first quarter, the score. Lowell 7, Kankakee Valley nothing. Back with more after this. You're listening to Chevy Game Night on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
You're listening to the Region Sports Network on WRTW Crown Point and WRTK Paxton, Illinois.
Herm and Chris Hoagie, broker owners of Remax Realty Associates in Munster, are award-winning realtors with over 30 years of experience. Their team of over 35 agents is ready to help with any and all real estate needs in Lake and Porter counties, as well as the southeast Chicago suburbs. They can be found on the web at regionhomes.com. Herm and Chris Hoagie are proud to underwrite the Herm Hoagie halftime report during tonight's game.
It's high school football action on the Key, 90.5 FM, WRTW, Crown Point,
Welcome back to Chevy Game Night on the Region Sports Network on the Key 90.5 FM WRTW and 90.5 FM WRTK. It's underwritten by the Chicagoland and Northwest Indiana Chevy dealers. Chevy runs deep. 3-yard touchdown run by Ike James has Lowell on the board on the opening drive. Along with Rob Gross, Jerry Siska back here at Kankakee Valley. 7-0 Red Devils. Now here's the approach, and the Buddhist KV will go on offense for the first time this evening, and that'll be a touchback. Friday nights on the Region Sports Network get started with the Tech Credit Union tailgate beginning every week at 6. Tech Credit Union has 6 Northwest Indiana locations to serve you. Well, that wasn't quite the start Kankakee Valley was hoping for, was it?
No, it wasn't. They gave up some chunks of yards to Mr. James. And if that continues, it's going to be a very long night. The farm will not be happy, Jerry.
But now Derek Webster gets to take his offensive unit on the field and see if they can answer the Lowell score. They're going to send receivers both left and right. Webster going to go under center. Looking out the signals. Now he's down. We put a man in motion. Webster's going to keep after the fake, and he's going to get a yard to the 21. Randy Sneed was the man in the backfield who he made the belly fake to. Picked up a yard, 2nd and 9 for KV.
A host of Red Devils met him after maybe, yard and a half?
Actually, they're almost giving him 2 out to the 22. I'm going to fix my stats here. 2nd down. Second and 8 after the pickup of 2. Webster's going to keep, and he's going to go left side this time. Get out across the 25 to the 26-yard line. So give him 4 more on that one.
I think they're trying to, on the left side is number 79, Tyler Hine. He's 6'9", 290 pounds. That's a good place to start running.
So 3rd and 4 for KV from their own 26-yard line. 6:19 to play in the first quarter. 7-0 Red Devils. Wishbone attack in the backfield again. Receivers both left and right. A whistle. More flags. That's a lot of flags we've seen in the first 6 minutes, Rob.
Kids are anxious. They can't wait to get going. It looks like an offside on the wall.
And that will give Kankakee Valley a first down via the penalty. And that's a first down for KV as the football advances to the 31-yard line.
Coach Kilmer can't be happy about that. You don't want to give anybody first downs.
Gotta make them earn it. Same formation, basically the same formation in every set for KV. They're going to put a man in motion to the right, and here's the pitch. And he is going to be dropped for a loss back to the 25-yard line. And that's Riley Fisher on the carry.
KV missed the block, made him pay for it. Lowell did. Good defense so far by the Lowell Red Devils.
And the loss on the play, 4 back to the 27-yard line. So 2nd and 14 for KV. And since you're really not a throwing team, Rob, you do not want to have long down and distance situations. You got to always have positive yardage.
Yeah, you're just not built to get big chunks.
Man in motion. Webster going to run the option and pitch. Out to the 30 and down at the 33-yard line.
That was a dangerous pitch. That was a long pitch. It was almost behind them.
Did you catch who the ball carrier was?
I think that was number 23.
Chad Witt, 25 probably.
Yep.
So 6 yards on that carry, but that still brings up a 3rd and 7 for the Cougars. 4:50 to play in the quarter, 7-0 Red Devils.
Going to be tough sledding all night long for KV. They got to get positive yards every time.
They're up to the line of scrimmage. Webster under center. Put a man in motion to the right. Here's the pitch and the run. This is Fisher again. Fisher gets out to near the 39-yard line.
I think that was Jucevic, number 6 on the tackle for Lowell.
And he gives them the 40. The pickup 7. KV's a yard short.
You never know if they're going to bring out their punter, Jerry, because their quarterback is their punter.
We'll see how he lines up here. It's down 7-0 in the way Lowell moved the ball. It's It's a little bit of risk in being at your own 40 and going for it, but you give up good field position if you don't get it, but you got a lot of confidence in what you're doing. We're going to get a handoff, and it is going to be a first down, and then he breaks free. 45-40, 35-30, chasing from behind and catching him at the 3-yard line was Ben Sokolowski.
Great. And he did not stop his feet, Jerry. He kept on going, going, going. They broke through. He finally got caught from behind, I think by number 7, Lowell.
I did not see the number on the ball carrier. Rob, did you catch that?
That was... Oh, no.
Who was it?
I thought that was 34 on the carry.
Well, that would be Fisher.
Yeah.
Here's a carry down to the 2.
Yeah, that was Riley Fisher on the carry.
And it's Fisher on the carry again, down to the 1.
He's got to be tired.
So Fisher picks up 3 on that carry, and he picked up 56 on the carry prior. And it is 2nd and goal from the 1 for Kankakee Valley. Pushing forward near the goal line and in for the touchdown are the Cougars. And that is Riley Fisher on the carry for the touchdown.
He had the big chunk. They let him finish it off, take it in for the score. Big, big, big momentum swing on that play right there. I believe they would have had him stop for a turnover on downs. He powered through, got him down within the right by the goal line.
Webster on the hold. Kick is up, and the kick is good.
Good. That was number 18 on the kick.
18 on the kick, and that is John Stepp with the PAT. So, with 3:01 left in the first quarter, your score now. Kankakee Valley 7, Lowell 7. Back with more after this. You're listening to Chevy Game Night on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
You're listening to the Region Sports Network on WRTW Crown Point and WRTK Paxton, Illinois.
Buffalo Wild Wings wants to team up with Region High Schools to share the excitement of homecoming by sponsoring the halftime festivities with the B-Dubs street team and mascot. For participating schools, the fun includes a wings delivery to the press box, a t-shirt toss for fans, a chance to win a B-Dubs spirit bag with any concession stand purchase before halftime, and a fan's photo opportunity with the B-Dubs mascot. This is a first-come, first-served promotion based on availability and dates, so for more information on booking Buffalo Wild Wings for your school's homecoming, you can call 586-663-0707 and ask for Lisa Bissett. That number again is 586-663-0707.
It's high school football action on the Key, 90.5 FM, WRTW Crown Point.
You're listening to Chevy Game Night on the Region Sports Network, presented by your Chicagoland and Northwest Indiana Chevy dealers. Chevrolet, the talk of the town.
Another
Here's
short
the
kick.
Short kick to the 20, up to the 25, 30. And about the 33-yard line, along with Rob Gross, Jerry Siska back here at Fred Jones Field in Weedfield, Kankakee Valley High School to be exact. The Cougars tie it up on a touchdown run by Riley Fisher. And we have a 7-7 ball game. So for Lowell, it was methodical and solid. For KB, it was a big 60-plus yard run that set them up when it looked like they were struggling. No matter how you do it, it's 7-7.
He was stopped short of that 4th down. Kept on powering through. Great run. We're all tied up here at the farm.
They're officially calling Riley Fisher's run a 2-yard touchdown run. 2-yard run. Here we go. 1st and 10 for the Red Devils. And that is going to be James. 37-yard line.
It's not a bad play by the KB defense.
4 yards for Ike James. So 2nd and 10. Second and 7. Hornickel under center. He's going to roll out to his
Pass.
left, looking to throw, and it's incomplete.
Tell you what, if number 22 from KV was looking back, that was a pick.
The intended receiver was Ryan Bottas. That's tough for a right-handed quarterback to roll to his left, set his feet, and get a nice throw off. It's tough where you're big-time college and pro. It's really tough on a high schooler, especially within an offense that doesn't throw the football very much.
Yeah, that was Tyler Tennell on the coverage. He was coming out to that receiver. It was overthrown right by him.
So 2:13, the clock is stopped here in the first quarter. A 7-7 tie, 3rd and 7 for the Red Devils from their own 37-yard line. Time, 3 receivers left. Hornickel working from the shotgun. And pass incomplete across the middle. Would have been close to first down yardage. It was intended for Trevor Ispravnik, but it's incomplete, 4th down.
That was just a simple slant. He had the yardage, just an incomplete pass.
So 4th down for Lowell. They're going to kick it away. Let's see who that young man is going deep there for KV. 22.
That's Tennell.
Tyler Tennell. Here's the boot.
Nice punt.
Good kick. Backs Tennell up to the 15. Trying to find some running room up the middle. Does find some. He's across the 25. Hit big and dropped at the 28-yard line. But a return of 13 yards for Tyler Tennell, and he'll be first from their own 28-yard line. This game all tied at 7 apiece with 1:57 to play in the opening quarter.
Just when you think you got something down, it looked like KV was getting run over. Make one stop, they score. It's a whole new ball game now.
Well, the Cougars break the huddle, 1st and 10. And a little more life in the step right now there, isn't there, Rob?
A little more pep in the step after that good defensive stand and a score.
Webster rolling, option, pitches, and brought down around the 35-yard line is the ball carrier.
I think that was number 2 from Lowell.
Riley Fisher on the carry again. Picks up 2.
Jager Gill on the tackle on that one.
So although Webster's been getting most of the carries in the first couple of games, Fisher with 6 in this opening quarter. Man in motion for the Cougars. Webster fakes the pitch, turns it up on the right side. Nothing doing, barely across the 30. He'll get a yard to the 31, but that makes it 3rd and 7 for Kankakee Valley.
That's what Lowell wants. Lowell wants to put them in long downs. Third and anything over 5 is going to be hard for them to pick up. So far, Lowell has done their job on this drive.
So we'll call it 3rd and 7, nearly 8. They have to get near the 38-yard line. Webster looking things over, puts Fisher in motion, runs option with him, pitch to Fisher, and good job by Lowell to close off the sideline and give Fisher nowhere to go as he's run out of bounds at the 31-yard line. No gain on play, 4th down.
Jucevic again, run him out of bounds.
By going out of bounds, stops the clock with 46.9 here in the first quarter, and the game tied 7 apiece.
I smell a punt coming on, Jerry.
A brand new feature to the Region Sports Network this year is the Langle's Pizza and a Pop Quiz online at popquiz.regionsports.com. Fans can log on and take the short quiz, get a perfect score, and you'll have a chance to win a $25 gift certificate to Langle's Pizza. Langle's has 4 locations, Highland, Crown Point, and 2 in Cherville. They're on the web at langlespizza.com. Here's the boot. And caught on the far side. Across midfield, down to the 45-yard line is the return man over on the far side of the field.
That was Jager Gill, I believe.
Number 2, you are correct. Jager Gill brings it into Kankakee Valley territory at the...
Kankakee is playing with fire tonight.
At the 47-yard line. Nice return there by Jager Gill. It's Lowell, good field position as they begin their 3rd drive of the evening here late in the opening quarter in a tie game.
Can't keep on giving Lowell this good field position.
Hornickel, handoff,
Oh,
Giordano, and it's
fumble.
fumbled, and KV has it. The recovery to number 22 of Kankakee Valley.
Tyler Tennell on the fumble recovery. Popped right to him, Jerry.
So Giordano managed to pick up about 3, and then he was popped right on that left arm where he was carrying the football. It popped right into the air, and the Red Devils recover. They have it 1st and 10 at their own 42. And just like that, fortunes have turned.
I think Mo is on the side of the Cougars right now.
1st and 10 for KV. Man in motion again. Webster, he's going to keep. He's going to push forward, and he's going to get near the 45-yard line. About a pickup of 3 right there for Webster. As we're in the final 20 seconds. Give Webster 3 on the carry. Just his 3rd carry of this quarter.
Looks like they ran that option to the short side of the field. They're on that hash close to us.
We are not going to get another play off. That's the end of the first quarter with the score. Lowell 7, Kankakee Valley 7. Back with the second after this. You're listening on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
This is Herm Hoagie of Remax Realty Associates of Munster. Stay tuned, everybody, for the Herm Hoagie Halftime Report, which is coming up soon, right here on Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
Your local Chicagoland and Northwest Indiana Chevy dealers are proud to be contributing members of the community here in Northwest Indiana. Your local Chevy dealers also pride themselves on their commitment to help you find a vehicle of your choice at a Chevy dealer near you. Our website is ChevyDriveChicago.com. Once again, that's ChevyDriveChicago.com. We look forward to serving you. Chevy runs deep.
Sports in the region are about tradition, and since 1946, Berry Brothers in Hammond has built a tradition of quality and service. With a professionally trained sales staff, Berry Brothers offers a selection of quality American-made work boots, safety shoes, and apparel. Located on Indianapolis Boulevard, a half-mile north of Interstate 94, Berry Brothers is devoted to providing exceptional service to ensure the satisfaction of every customer. Berry Brothers is open 7 days a week, and gift certificates are available. The website is berrybros.com.
It's high school football action on the Key, 90.5 FM, WRTW, Crown Point.
Along with Rob Gross, Jerry Siska back here at Kankakee Valley High School. You're listening to Chevy Game Night on the Region Sports Network, presented by your Chicagoland and Northwest Indiana Chevy dealers. Chevrolet, the talk of the town. First carry of the second quarter. It's out to the 47-yard line for KV. Ball carrier was Chad Witt. Give him a pickup of a couple, and it's going to bring up 3rd down for the Cougars. Tonight's game is underwritten in part by the Randall K. Miss Accounting Group at Cherville. When it comes to business, the Randall K. Miss Accounting put the numbers to work. Their phone number is 219-864-8541, and they are online at www.rkmissgroup.com. What do we have?
There's a fumble. KV fumbled.
And it's Lowell with the recovery.
Looked like Webster fumbled it. That's number 7 on the recovery for Lowell.
And on the recovery would be Ben Sekulowski. So a fumble by Webster. Turnover for Kankakee Valley. And Lowell has it 1st and 10 at the KV 44-yard line as we are underway here in the second quarter.
I have a feeling we're going to see Ike James.
You're going to get a little Ike James here.
Little dose of James.
2 receivers to the right side, which is the wide side of the formation. Here's the pitch. James puts his head down and bulls his way across the 40 to the 38-yard line. That's a pickup of 6 for Ike James.
Good run, hard run. He was not going to be denied. I think after that last turnover, he told Coach Kilmer, "Give me the ball."
Tonight's game is underwritten in part by State Farm agents Rich Allenbaugh in Highland and Bob Reese in Crown Point. Like the good neighbor, State Farm is there, and so are Rich and Bob. Rich can be reached at 923-3030, and Bob at 663-7337. State Farm agents Rich Allenbaugh and Bob Reese are proud supporters of high school sports on the Region Sports Network. Second down, 2nd and 4. Red Devils put trips to the left side, pitch to James, and he's going to go that way. He's got some blocking. He's got a first down and more. He's at the 25, 20, 15, 10, 5, and he's into the end zone for the Red Devil touchdown. 38-yard touchdown run, Ike James. His second score of the evening. They set that play up. It was the wide side, Rob, and the blockers got out in front of him. James, once he got that corner, he was gone.
Yeah, they had stretch receivers out there. All they had to do was turn those DBs in. He was all alone. Used his speed, got to the edge. That's why he's got interest from Max schools already.
Now the PAT attempt. Robbie Smetana. Kick is up, and the kick is good. Earlier in the second, 10-18 remaining. Your score now, Lowell 14. Kankakee Valley 7. Back with more after this. You're listening to high school football right here on the Region Sports Network. Chevy Game Night. It's all the only game in town.
Hi, everybody. This is Herm Hoagie of Remax Realty Associates in Munster. I want to thank you for listening to the Herm Hoagie Halftime Report here on Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
McShane's Total Graphic Solutions puts your company name and logo on just about anything. We offer a full line of custom marketing products and services like custom imprinted mugs, pens, and magnets, quality employee apparel, with custom imprinting and embroidery, executive gifts, customer appreciation and gifts, and so much more. McShane staff can help you select the right items to help you achieve excellent results. McShane's 1-800-837-1400 or online at mcshanes.com. It's high school football action on the Key, 90.5 FM, WRTW, Crown Point.
Welcome back to Chevy Game Night on the Region. Welcome back to Chevy Game Night on the Region Sports Network on 90.5 FM WRTW and 90.5 FM WRTK. It's underwritten by your Chicagoland and Northwest Indiana Chevy dealer. Chevrolet, the best-selling brand in Chicagoland and Northwest Indiana, number 1. So on the 38-yard touchdown run by Ike James, his second score of the evening, the Red Devils back in front by a score of 14-7. And offside on Lowell on the kick. So we'll do it all over again. Rob, how about some scores from what's going on elsewhere across Northwest Indiana?
We got Andrean 7-0 over New Prairie in the second. We got Valparaiso tied with LaPorte in the first quarter, 14-14. Highland with a 3-0 lead on Munster in the second. Whiting's up 7-0 over Boone Grove in the second quarter. Chester and Michigan City are tied at 0 in the second quarter. Maryville's up 6-0 in the first at Crown Point. Griffith 9, Hobart 0 in the second. Morton 12-0 over Clark in the first. Hanover and Lake Station are tied in the second. EC's up 6 over Roosevelt in the first. And Rensselaer is up 8-3 over Judson in the first quarter.
The kickoff was fumbled into the end zone for the touchback for KV. Tyler Tinnell trying to come up with it. So that'll be a touchback for the Cougars, and they'll begin 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. We get through all of them?
Yes, sir.
Any surprises there for you?
Hobart.
Griffith getting blanked 9-0 by Hobart. I'm a little surprised with the 3-0 Highland over Munster as well. And Valpo 14, LaPorte 14, a little bit of a surprise.
LaPorte's very good. Here we go. Let's see what can KV respond.
Webster under center. Webster's going to hand off to the second man through. And out across the 25 to the 27-yard line is the ball carrier. Ball carrier there, 25, Chad Witt.
That was a good run.
28-yard line, so that's an 8-yard pickup for Chad.
Looked to be a little misdirection.
2nd and 2. Cougars back to the line of scrimmage. 9:45 clock runs here in the second quarter. First down yardage out to the 34. And the ball carrier that time was Randy Sneed.
I think that was the up back.
And to the 33-yard line, a pickup 5 on the play.
Little quick hitter.
So a first down, the 4th one for the Cougars. Man in motion. Webster's going to keep run option, come to the left side, and he's going to be brought down. Maybe he gets the line of scrimmage, but not much more. Is on the tackle there for the Red Devils was Trevor Spravnik.
I tell you what, Jerry, number 39, Sneed came through the hole. They faked it to him. He got popped hard.
Stay tuned after the second quarter for the Herm Hoagie halftime report, underwritten by Remax Realty Associates Herm and Chris Hoagie of Munster. They're on the web at regionhomes.com.
It's the life of a fullback.
2nd and 9. Webster, handoff, and a big hit at the 35-yard line by a host of Red Devils. Pushes the ball carrier back about 5 yards, and as they come out of the pile, the ball carrier was Riley Fisher. And he actually is going to pick up a couple of yards on the play.
Looks like that would be a generous spot by the Zebras out there.
It's going to be 3rd and 9 for KV. 8:20 to play in the first half. 14-7 Red Devils over the Cougars. Glad you could join us tonight right here on the Key. Webster going to drop back, roll out, look to throw. Now he's going to tuck and run. Gets across the 35 to about the 39.
Thought I saw a flag.
That's what you were doing, was holding, weren't you? Webster's going to pick up 4, but it is not going to be enough for a first down as he gets out to the 39-yard line. So 4th down coming up for KV. They'll have to punt it away. Jesovich and Gill, the deep men for the Red Devils.
Let's see if Webster can get a better punt out this time than last.
And now officials saying, hold on, hold on. And we have a
timeout.
Timeout, but we did not see who called it. Timeout Red Devils?
Yes.
Timeout Red Devils. That comes with 7:37 to play in the first half. The score, Lowell 14, KV 7. Fans of Region Sports, while you're online, check out the #1 student NWI features published by our friends at nwindianalife.com. 27 Northwest Indiana schools are participating, including Lake Central, Munster, Crown Point, and Lowell, with stories straight from the students. The eyes and ears of positive news and events in the schools. You can find all these great stories at nwindianalife.com/1studentNWI.
Looked like Lowell had a little bit too many players on there. Coach Kilmer called the timeout.
So KV getting set to punt it away. Again, Jesovich and Gill deep. Punter standing around his 25-yard line. Good kick, end over end toward Gill. Fair catch at the 31. And that's where Lowell will begin. 1st and 10 from their own 31-yard line, leading this one here in the second quarter, 14-7, 7.5 minutes to play. During the month of September, the athletic departments in the Greater South Shore Conference will be doing a service project called Jar Wars in support of the Red Circle Foundation, www.redcirclefoundation.org. During the month of September, at all home high school and middle school athletic events, GSSC schools will be collecting loose change that fans, parents, and students may have on them in jars that will be located at the ticket tables and booths. At the end of the month, the GSSC will make a donation to the Red Circle Foundation for 100% of the profits taken in. A great cause. Support that if you're at a GSSC game here in the month of September. The carry was by Trevor Spravnik, and he gets it out to the 37-yard line, we'll call it. Pickup of 6. 2nd down and
it's like about 5.
yeah, so that's only 5, so I don't have the original marking. 32 is where it was. First carry of the night for Spravnik.
You got trip.
2nd down. Hornickel drops back. Handoff again. Looks like a Spravnik again, but we'll make sure once they... I was actually Ike James this time.
He looked kind of tentative on that run. There must have been nowhere to go.
James, they said 37 on the last play. It sits at the 38 now, so we're going to give James, at least I am, because my stats are unofficial, so I can do it. We're going to give him a yard. 6:20 in the first half.
They're official to us, Jerry.
Well, thank you very much, Rob. That's so nice. 3rd down, 3rd and 5 for Lowell. Hornickel in trouble, and he's going to be sacked for a loss back at the 32. Looked like some confusion. It looked like he wanted to hand off. Then he was looking as if he was going to drop back and throw, and he realized, I don't have anybody but red shirts around me. I'm in trouble.
I think he looked right. Everybody else was left, and at that point he was like, uh-oh.
We're going to say he was sacked back at the 34, so the sack is a loss of 4 on the play, and it's going to bring up 4th down for Lowell. Spatana back to punt.
He's got a good leg.
And let's see who the return men are.
I think the far one is Tennell.
Near one looks like 35, Sneed. Tennell has it at the 25, 30, 35, and gets it across the 40 to the 41-yard line. Good field position for the Cougars as they begin this drive with 5:16 remaining in the opening half. 14-7 Red Devils. First and 10, KV.
Let's see what KV's got.
Stay tuned after the second quarter for the Herm Hoagie halftime report, underwritten by Remax Realty Associates Herm and Chris Hoagie of Munster. They're on the web at regionhomes.com.
KV had a big stop on defense. Now they got the ball. Let's see what they can do.
Tight formation on this wishbone look. Webster on the counter. Nice handoff across the 45 to the 47-yard line as the ball carrier.
That play is very familiar to me, Jerry. Unfortunately, Hammond ran that against me for a couple touchdowns.
Chad Witt on the carry for 6. 2nd and 4 for the Cougars.
I just had a nightmare. Sorry.
As a former head coach, for those who don't know, Rob was head coach at Bowman Academy for a couple of years. And even when you get out, the nightmare still comes.
Yes.
Too many flashbacks, right? There's Webster. Hand off. Not much of nothing. Actually, let's say nothing.
Big
Ball
boys.
carrier there, 39. Randy Sneed for nothing. 3rd down.
Like 76, Cooper Kersey was on the bottom of that pile for Lowell. He's a big one too, 6'3", 250.
3rd and 4. It's a big play for KB, trailing by 7 as we approach 4 minutes to play in the first half. Of course, KB did win the toss, and they deferred to the second half. But you don't want to give Lowell 3 minutes or so to try to get a couple of score lead on you. Webster's going to pitch. This is Fisher on the carry on the far side. Gets out to the KB 49. He's going to be a couple of yards short. 4th down.
Big play right here. Big 4th down. It's like 4th and at the most 2. KB needs to get this 1st down. Do not want to give Lowell the ball.
They look like they're going to go for it, do the Cougars of KV. They are. 4th and 2 from their own 49. Webster, handoff. Oh, that's going to be close. Ball carrier got across the 50-yard line. That's Fisher. It's going to depend on the spot, Rob, because it's very close. It's at the Lowell 49.
I'm saying they're short, Jerry.
Riley Fisher on the carry. Riley Fisher, 73 yards unofficially in 11 carries here in this first half. And they're going to bring the sticks over from the far side as we have unofficial timeout for a measurement. Friday nights on the Region Sports Network get started with the Tech Credit Union tailgate beginning every week at 6. Tech Credit Union is on the web at techcu.org.
Let's see what the Zebras come out with that spot. I'm going to say they're short by about a half yard.
If you're just joining us, you are listening to Chevy Game Night on the Region Sports Network. Kankakee Valley and Lowell as the Northwest Crossroads Conference season begins. Along with Rob Gross, Jerry Siska with you from Kankakee Valley, and it is short, Rob, virtually by what you said.
I ate a lot of carrots as a kid, Jerry. I got very good eyes.
And Lowell takes over on downs at their own 49 with 3:18 on the clock. Here in the second quarter, Red Devils 14, Cougars 7.
I like the move if it pays off. If it doesn't pay off, it's one of those things people are going to start second guessing. KV's got to play some tough D right now.
Well, if you punt it away, Lowell has it anyway. The only thing you have is you hopefully pin them back further instead of giving them basically midfield. Hornickel's going to work from the shotgun now. They're going to put Jesovich in motion. They're going to give it to James, and James is going to get across midfield. It's only going to get to the 48, 3 yards on the pickup. And so it's 2nd and 7.
I like that play. It's going to set up Jesovich later on to get that sweep.
Ike James with 94 yards on 11 carries. So we have 2 young men, Riley Fisher, KV, and Ike James from Lowell, having a very good rushing first half.
See what KV defense can do.
And here is a run to the 35-yard line. It's a first down for the Red Devils. Who's the ball carrier?
Hornickel, quarterback.
Hornickel with the carry. 35-yard line.
Everybody was looking at James. He kept it himself.
Call it the 34-yard line. 14-yard pickup by Darren Hornickel. First down, Lowell. 2.5 minutes to play. Handoff. James, he's up the sideline. 20, 15, 10, 5, down to the 3-yard line.
Great run.
James.
Again, he high-stepped those sidelines, stayed in, almost scored.
First and goal for the Red Devils from the 4-yard line. So that's a 30-yard run for Ike James. 124 and 2 touchdowns this far in the first half.
They're spreading them out, Jerry.
Yep. They have Hornickel in the shotgun. They have men in motion.
Right.
I heard whistles. James is in for the touchdown. Did not see a flag. Thought I heard some whistles. 3rd touchdown of the first half for Ike James. This one from 4 yards out. Not a bad game, let alone a first half for anybody. 128 on 13 carries and 3 touchdowns in the first half for Ike James. And Lowell extends their lead to 20-7.
That's Madden-like numbers.
Robbie Smetana on for the PAT. Kick is up, and it is good. Let's take a break. Minute 50 left in the first half. You score now. Red Devils 21, Cougars 7. You're listening to high school football right here on the Region Sports Network, and you're listening to Chevy Game Night. Both are the only game in town.
This is Herm Hoagie of Remax Realty Associates of Munster. Stay tuned, everybody, for the Herm Hoagie Halftime Report, which is coming up soon, right here on Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
Misprint can help your team's identification with team banners, trading cards, personalized team posters, stickers, decals, and fundraising ideas too. Misprint has 2 locations, 8244 Calumet Avenue in Munster, and in Hammond at 6931 Calumet Avenue. Both locations open Monday through Friday, 8:30 to 5, and in Munster, Saturdays till noon. Online, it's misprintusa.com. Misprint in Munster and Hammond for custom print, designs, and signs. It's high school football action on the Key, 90.5 FM, WRTW, Crown Point.
You're listening to Chevy Game Night on the Region Sports Network, presented by your Chicagoland and Northwest Indiana Chevy dealer. Chevrolet, the best-selling brand in Chicagoland and Northwest Indiana. Number 1, 3rd touchdown of the night. Ike James gives the Red Devils a 21-7 lead as this kickoff goes into the end zone for a touchback. Cougars begin first and 10 from their own 20-yard line.
Under 2 minutes to go. Let's see if Lowell can put it, or KV can put a good drive together and get some points before half. Because if they can score now, they get it starting the 3rd quarter. We'll see what happens.
Minute 50 is what the Cougars have to work with as Webster comes from the sideline with the play. Huddle is broken, and let's see what's up.
And Webster's only 1 big play away from scoring.
And he's more than capable when you look at the yardage thus far this year for the young man. And now Brad Stewart wants a timeout on the KV sideline. 1 timeout apiece has been used here in The waning minutes of the first half. A brand new feature to the Region Sports Network this year is the Langle's Pizza and a Pop Quiz online at popquiz.regionsports.com. Fans can log on and take the short quiz, get a perfect score, and you'll have a chance to win a $25 gift certificate to Langle's Pizza. Langle's has 4 locations, Highland, Crown Point, and 2 in Schererville. They're on the web at langlespizza.com. At the conclusion of tonight's game, we'll name the Crowell Company's Lantern Man Superhero of the game. Crowell Company's proud to recognize the superheroes on the football field. And good friend Tom Crowell, one of the assistants on the Highland Trojans staff, and we had a score earlier with the Trojans leading Munster 3-0 in the Battle of the Bridge. Want to let you know that Nathan Laird back at the studio will bring you up to date on what's going on throughout Northwest Indiana. That'll be coming up at halftime, and then stay tuned after the game for the Region Football Wrap-Up Show on the Region Sports Network as the crew back in the RSN studios, Nathan and Chris, gives you all the scores from tonight's games across Northwest Indiana. That'll be on the air until 10:30.
Double reverse.
And the ball is
stuffed.
Ball carrier is stuffed back at the 19. It's actually going to be a loss of a yard on the play.
They tried some trickeration.
Was that Fisher that had the ball carry? It was the ball carrier on the second attempt there?
I believe so.
No,
He had fumbled it, and luckily he picked it back up.
So he's getting the call. 2nd and 11. 1:15 to play in the first half. Webster under center. Webster looking to keep and nothing doing. First man there to get him for the Red Devils, Josh Knobloch, senior defensive back. And Webster is dropped. Actually, he was dropped near the 10, but his forward progress stopped at the 17, but that'll be a loss of 2 once again. Webster, who came in with some big numbers tonight, just 6 carries for 11 yards.
I think they're trying to run out the clock here. I don't think they want to run any more plays. They looks like they're going to have to do it at least one more time.
They
now.
will have to. It's 3rd down, 3rd and 17. Or excuse me, 3rd and 13 from the 17. 25 left, 10 on the play clock, so they'll have to run another play. Webster down under center again. Webster keeps as he rolls to the left, and this time he's dropped at the 14. Loses 3 more on the play. Now, the clock is running to 4, 3, 2, 1, and that'll be the half, but Lowell had a couple of timeouts. What do you think about using one and bringing 11 guys to try to block a punt?
I would have.
That is not what Keith Kilmer chose to do, but what Keith Kilmer and his squad, the Lowell Red Devils, do have is a 21-7 lead here at intermission. You're listening to Chevy Game Night on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
You're listening to the Region Sports Network on WRTW Crown Point and WRTK Paxton, Illinois.
At the Crowell Companies, our customers are more than just numbers on a ledger or anonymous people who sign up online. Our customers are the families we see at the ball fields, the grocery store, and all around the community. That's because for nearly 50 years, the Crowell Companies have been part of the community right here in Northwest Indiana, offering personalized custom services that only a local company can provide. For home, auto, and business insurance, it's the Crowell Companies, 923-2131, and online at crowellinsurance.com. The Crowell Companies, home of the insurance superheroes. Tech Credit Union can help you get the cash you need for home improvement, education costs, or any other purpose. Unlock your home's equity with a home equity loan featuring a 3.99 annual percentage rate, 7-year repayment term, and no closing costs. With a fixed rate, your monthly payment won't change during your loan term. To learn more, visit techcu.org or call them at 800-276-TECH. That's 800-276-8324. Tech Credit Union is an equal opportunity lender and is federally insured by the National Credit Union Administration. Rates may change without notice.
Misprint can help your team's identification with team banners, trading cards, personalized team posters, stickers, decals, and fundraising ideas too. Misprint has 2 locations, 8244 Calumet Avenue in Munster, and in Hammond at 6931 Calumet Avenue. Both locations open Monday through Friday, 8:30 to 5, and in Munster, Saturdays till noon. Online, it's misprintusa.com. Misprint in Munster and Hammond for custom print, designs, and signs.
Strack and Van Til, with 19 Northwest Indiana locations, has everything desired for healthy eating, from fresh produce, deli, bakery, and seafood. The meat department features certified Angus beef and butchers who offer custom orders. The website features a meal planner with a recipe of the day and catering information available, including a variety of party platters. They are on the web at strackandvantil.com. Morris Baseball and Softball Center, a new baseball and softball development program in Northwest Indiana, provides instruction for aspiring athletes. The staff at Morris Baseball and Softball Center has over 95 years of combined professional experience, and they provide instruction which includes game-tested methods used by major league teams. Located inside Omni 41 in Schererville, Morris Baseball and Softball provides disciplined, well-organized practices and places players in highly competitive opportunities to achieve success. For more information on Morris Baseball and Softball, the phone number is 227-5250, and the website is morrisbaseballcenter.com.
Serving the Northwest Indiana community, 4U Construction has built a reputation with homeowners over the past 5 years. 4U offers their knowledge with insurance claim adjusting, roofing, siding, hail damage, wind, fire, and water damage. 4U Construction represents the homeowner with their claim, working to get the money needed to cover all the repairs. The number to call for an estimate is 219-310-5699. 4U Construction. We've got you covered.
It's high school football action on the Key, 90.5 FM, WRTW, Crown Point.
Welcome into the Region Sports Network studios, everybody. Nathan Laird here with the Herm Hoagie Halftime Report, underwritten by RE/MAX Realty team of Herm and Chris Hoagie in Munster. They're on the web at regionhomes.com. Here on Chevy Game Night, we have a bunch of action around Northwest Indiana with conference play getting started. We're going to run through the scoreboard as we have it as of right now on the Region Sports Network Chevy Game Night. The game you're listening to, the feature presentation right here on 90.5 The Key and online at regionsports.com. The Lowell Red Devils lead the Kankakee Valley Cougars 21-7. Ike James with 3 touchdown runs in that first half for the Lowell Red Devils. Out at Father Eckert Field, 59-59 Broadway, and Drain with a 14-0 lead over New Prairie. That is in the second quarter. Also in the second quarter at the LC Coliseum, the brand new stadium. They're on Wicker Avenue in St. John. Lake Central leads the Portage Indians 21-7. Got a high-scoring back-and-forth ball game out at Kiwanis Field in LaPorte. The RSN number 4 Slicers lead the Valparaiso Vikings 28-21 in a DAC matchup. It's the Battle of the Bridge over at Munster High School, and the host Mustangs lead the Highland Trojans 19-3 in the second quarter. It was 3-0 Highland at the end of one, but Munster with 19 unanswered points in the second quarter of that game, just a couple minutes before halftime. Whiting leads Boone Grove 14-0 up at Ray Gallivan Stadium in the Oil City. Chesterton leads Michigan City 10-6 on the road at Ames Field. Hammond High is on the road at Bowman Academy. They're playing at Westside High School tonight. Looking for a score on that one. If you are at that ball game, you could like us on Facebook at facebook.com/Region Sports, or follow us on Twitter at the RSN, and let us know what's going on over there at the Westside Football Grounds as Hammond High takes on Bowman Academy. Maryville with 2 quick scores right before halftime to take a 20-0 lead over the Crown Point Bulldogs. Still a couple minutes to go before the break in that one. It was 6-0 Pirates at the end of one. They returned the opening kickoff for a touchdown. An offensive touchdown just a few minutes ago, followed immediately by a defensive touchdown for the Pirates. Again, they have a 20-0 edge over Crown Point late in the second quarter. This game just went to the half. Griffith leads Hobart 9-7 in an NCC battle at Griffith High School. At the end of one, Morton was pouring it on Clark, 24-0. The Governors over the Pioneers. Morton looking for their first win of the year, their first win under new head coach Rippy Morales. At the half, Hanover Central leads Lake Station 18-6. Over at the Snake Pit at Lake Station High School, the Wildcats up by a pair of touchdowns. At the end of one at Arrowhead Field at Calumet High School, South Central led the host Warriors 21-6. East Chicago Central with a 12-6 lead over the Roosevelt Panthers in the second quarter at Pete Rosinski Field at East Chicago Central High School. And late in the first half, North Judson leads Rensselaer Central 9-8. A couple other games in progress that we are working very hard to get reports for you. Gavitt is at Chicago Bogan. North Newton takes on River Forest at the Swamp at River Forest High School, and RSN number 10 Wheeler is at Bishop Knoll. We do have one game tomorrow that is Westside hosting Indianapolis Marshall. Those are all of your scores from around Northwest Indiana. We're going to keep updating them all night long on our Facebook page. Again, that's facebook.com/Region Sports. You can follow us on Twitter if you are on that social media program. That's the RSN, THERSN. Nobody does it better. We'll have score updates for you throughout the evening. We'll post finals when game goes final as well. So give us a follow there on the social media. This is the Herm Hoagie Halftime Report here on the Region Sports Network. We're going to take a time out, then we're going to send it back down to the farm as Jerry Siska and Rob Gross break down the first half of action and get you set for the second half as Lowell leads Kankakee Valley 21-7 at the break. You're listening to Chevy Game Night here on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
Hi, everybody. This is Herm Hoagie of RE/MAX Realty Associates in Munster. I want to thank you for listening to the Herm Hoagie Halftime Report here on Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
Concussions occur when trauma to the head or spine temporarily interferes with brain function. Seeking medical care as soon as possible is important in making a full recovery and reduces the risk of developing long-term problems. The concussion clinics at Community Hospital in Munster and St. Mary Medical Center in Hobart have a team of medical professionals experienced in evaluating and treating concussions. If you have a head or neck injury, don't wait. Head to the experts. For a head injury on the field, the court, or the ice, the phone number of the concussion clinics is 219-836-4461.
Tonight's game is underwritten in part by Langle's Pizza. With locations in Highland, Crown Point, and 2 in Cherville, Langle's is open for pickup or delivery 7 days a week, and orders can be placed online at langlespizza.com. Don't forget to take the Langle's Pizza and a Pop Quiz at popquiz.regionsports.com for a chance to win a $25 gift certificate. Langle's, serving the region since 1979.
Hey, it's Tara for Christensen Chevy. Christensen Chevrolet is a local family-owned and operated Chevrolet dealership celebrating over 60 years in the community, serving all of Northwest Indiana and Chicagoland. If you stop in, you can see why families and businesses have put their trust in us for generations. At Christensen, we have an enormous inventory of new Chevys with all of your favorite models in stock, ready for immediate delivery, because that's the Christensen way. We're Christensen Chevrolet, proud sponsor of our great local high school athletic programs on Indy Boulevard in Highland, or visit ChristensenChevy.com.
Herm and Chris Hoagie, broker-owners of RE/MAX Realty Associates in Munster, are award-winning realtors with over 30 years of experience. Their team of over 35 agents is ready to help with any and all real estate needs in Lake and Porter counties, as well as the southeast Chicago suburbs. They can be found on the web at regionhomes.com. Herm and Chris Hoagie are proud to underwrite the Herm Hoagie Halftime Report during tonight's game.
Buffalo Wild Wings wants to team up with Region High Schools to share the excitement of homecoming by sponsoring the halftime festivities with the B-Dubs street team and mascot. For participating schools, the fun includes a wings delivery to the press box, a t-shirt toss for fans, a chance to win a B-Dubs spirit bag with any concession stand purchase before halftime, and a fan's photo opportunity with the B-Dubs mascot. This is a first-come, first-served promotion based on availability and dates, so for more information on booking Buffalo Wild Wings for your school's homecoming, you can call 586-663-0707, and as for Lisa Bissett, that number again is 586-663-0707.
Quality, family, convenience, trust. The 4 interlocking diamonds that symbolize United Federal Credit Union represent our commitment to our members. Quality, what we strive for in every transaction. Family, we have products and financial advice for every stage of life, like we would for our own family. Convenience, we are constantly adding ways to make our products more convenient, like mobile banking, online banking, and 24-hour telephone banking. Service, our service-oriented staff will take the time to get to know you on a personal level. United Federal Credit Union in Griffith, we'll get you there. It's high school football action on the Key, 90.5 FM, WRTW, Crown Point.
Welcome back to Chevy Game Night on the Region Sports Network on the Key, 90.5 FM, WRTW, Crown Point, and 90.5 FM, WRTK, Paxton, Illinois. It's underwritten by your Chicagoland and Northwest Indiana Chevy dealers. Chevrolet, the best-selling brand in Chicagoland and Northwest Indiana, #1. Along with Rob Gross, Jerry Siska back here at Kankakee Valley High School, and you're listening to the Herm Hoagie Halftime Report, underwritten by RE/MAX Realty Associates Herm and Chris Hoagie in Munster, available for all your real estate needs. Lowell Red Devils lead the Milk Jug matchup by a score of 21-7 here at the break, and 3 touchdowns by Ike James in the first half from 3, 38, and 4 yards have led the Lowell offense. Rob, thoughts on this first half?
One of my keys to the game for KV, you've got to stop Ike James. Lowell is winning field position. #1, they're getting the ball, only going half the field. Ike James is running wild. He's got 3 touchdowns. KV did score once. They have to take advantage. They have to score. And if they don't score, they have to make Lowell drive the whole field. They missed a couple. There wasn't a very good punt in the first one by KV. Not a very good kick out. They went out of bounds. Every time Lowell kicks, it goes out of bounds.
And that's really the kickoff that you're talking about that went out of bounds for the illegal procedure. Gave Lowell the football at the 35-yard line, and that, frankly, was their worst starting position of the first half.
Yep.
So the Red Devils lead at 21-7. Let's take a look at some of the unofficial numbers here from the first half as we continue on the Herm Hoagie Halftime Report. For the Red Devils, they ran the ball 20 times in the first half for 153 yards. Ike James, 13 carries, 128 and 3 touchdowns. Trevor Spravnik, a carry for 5. Austin Giordano, 3 carries for 12. Darian Hornickel, 3 carries for 8 yards, but he was sacked once for a loss of 4 on that play. Hornickel 0 for 2 in the air. So 153 is the total offense for the Red Devils. They had 7 first downs. They were penalized twice for 10 yards. They had 1 fumble, and they lost it. For the Kankakee Valley Cougars in the first half, 25 rushing plays for 107 yards. Leading the ground game is Riley Fisher, 12 carries, 72 yards, and a touchdown. Chad Witt had 4 carries for 22. Randy Sneed, 2 carries for 5. And Derek Webster, 7 carries for 8. Rob Webster came in as the leading ground gainer for Kankakee Valley through the first 2 weeks of the season. Surprised by the number of carries he had, how few he's had in his first half, and are you also surprised by how well Lowell has been able to contain him in those 7 carries?
One of the cues for Lowell was stopping Webster. They've done it. He's only rushed it for about half the time that he would normally do it. He's not getting the yardage. They're starting to go to Riley Fisher, who has helped with the ground game. But again, Lowell, they come here highly ranked for a reason. They got a great defense. They're taking the playmaker of KV. He's not being that playmaker as of right now. Will that change? We'll see.
Webster came in with 34 carries for 218 yards, 4 touchdowns, and a 6.41 yards per carry average. He only has 7 carries for 8 yards in this ball game. Riley Fisher came in with just 12 carries in the first 2 games of the season, 56 yards for a 4.67 average, and Riley Fisher with 12 carries in this first half. So Rob was spot on with his Christensen Chevrolet keys to the game. What adjustments do the Kankakee Valley Cougars, will start there, Rob, need to make in this second half to get themselves back in this ball game?
They got to get Webster out in the open to use his speed. However, they got to get him wide. You got to get some good blocking on the edge. They got to get him loose. Use his speed. Keep giving the ball to Fisher. He's doing well too. And on defense, they have to stop Mr. James. Slow him down something. Make them punt. You got to take advantage. You got to score. Keep it close. You're at home. You got momentum. You got the fans. You got to use it.
And you are listening to Chevy Game Night right here on the Region Sports Network. Halftime, the Herm Hoagie Halftime Report. Lowell leads Kankakee Valley 21-7 here at the break. We've got some updated scores, so let's take a look at these. Rob, in the second quarter, Andrean leads New Prairie 14-6. Also in the second quarter, Lake Central now with a 42-14 lead over Portage. LaPorte in the second, leading Valparaiso 28-21. As Nathan told you just a little bit ago in the second quarter, Munster over Highland 19-3. Second quarter, Whiting leading Boone Grove 14-0. Second quarter, Michigan City has now taken the lead over Chesterton 12-10. In the second quarter, Maryville leading Crown Point 20-0. At the half, Griffith 9, Hobart 7. And although the Panthers are 0-2 on the year, you already see the influences of Ben Geffert on that ball club. Panthers much more competitive, much more solid on defense in 2015.
Getting back to the old Griffith-Hobart rivalry. I mean, that was a hated matchup.
Also in the second quarter, over in Robertsdale, Morton leads Clark 37-0. At the half, Hanover Central over Lake Station 18-6. Second quarter, South Central, the Satellites lead Calumet 21-6. Also in the second quarter, in East Chicago, the Cardinals lead the Roosevelt Panthers of Gary 12-6. And at the half, North Judson leads Rensselaer 9-8. There's your halftime scores as you listen to the Herm Hoagie halftime report. About a minute and a half till we kick it off here in the third quarter. We'll take a quick break. Back with the second half after this. You're listening to Chevy Game Night on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
Hi, everybody. This is Herm Hoagie of RE/MAX Realty Associates in Munster. I want to thank you for listening to the Herm Hoagie halftime report here on Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
Your local Chicagoland and Northwest Indiana Chevy dealers are proud to be contributing members of the community here in Northwest Indiana. Your local Chevy dealers also pride themselves on their commitment to help you find a vehicle of your choice at a Chevy dealer near you. Our website is ChevyDriveChicago.com. Once again, that's ChevyDriveChicago.com. We look forward to serving you. Chevy runs deep.
Sports in the region are about tradition, and since 1946, Berry Brothers in Hammond has built a tradition of quality and service. With a professionally trained sales staff, Berry Brothers offers a selection of quality American-made work boots, safety shoes, and apparel. Located on Indianapolis Boulevard, a half-mile north of Interstate 94, Berry Brothers is devoted to providing exceptional service to ensure the satisfaction of every customer. Berry Brothers is open 7 days a week, and gift certificates are available. The website is berrybros.com.
It's high school football action on the Key, 90.5 FM, WRTW, Crown Point.
Along with Rob Gross, Jerry Siska back with you at the farm, Fred Jones Field here at Kankakee Valley High School in Wheatfield. We get set to start the third quarter with the Lowell Red Devils leading the Cougars by a score of 21-7, and you are listening to Chevy Game Night on the Region Sports Network, presented by your Chicagoland and Northwest Indiana Chevy dealers. Chevrolet, the talk of the town. This broadcast is a production of the Region Sports Network. Any other use, duplication, reproduction, or retransmission of the accounts and descriptions of this contest without the expressed written consent of the Region Sports Network is prohibited. Let's try to get a few scores in real quick before we kick off here in the second half. Kankakee Valley will get the football to begin the half. College football action going on in the third quarter. Baylor, fourth-ranked Baylor, leading SMU on the road, 28-21. Also in the third quarter, just getting set to start the third, number 5 Michigan State, leading Western Michigan, 27-10. Later on tonight, Washington is at number 23, Boise State. In the MLB, Cubs beat the Diamondbacks this afternoon, 14-5. Taking a look at that wild card race, the Pirates lead the Cardinals 2-0, middle of the third inning, and the Rockies lead the Giants. That score, 2-0. That ball game is in the after 2 innings. And taking a look at the White Sox, big lead in Kansas City in the top of the fourth. Sox 6, the KC Royals nothing. So we are set to begin the second half of action here at KV. Here's the boot. Ball bounces around and into the end zone again. KV has not had the opportunity to return one kickoff yet.
I figured it would go right in the end zone. This time it bounced its way into the end zone.
At the conclusion of tonight's game, we'll name the Crowell Companies Lantern Man superhero of the game. Crowell Companies. They have offices open from 9 to 9 Monday through Friday, and Saturdays until 2 in Highland, Maryville, and Michigan City. So Kankakee Valley will begin 1st and 10 from their own 20-yard line. Rob, 4th time already in this game they have began at their own 20-yard line.
They got to go 80 yards for a score. It's tough.
So Webster brings them out to start the second half. Webster going to hand off. Ball gets out to the 21 on the play. That's Sneed on the carry for a yard, 2nd and 9.
Looked like KV was overloaded to their left, and the running back cut back to the right.
Well, that never works.
No. That should be a penalty. They broke the huddle with 11 or 12. Zebras missed it.
So Webster down under center. Going to hand off, and some running room near the 30-yard line. That looks like Fisher on the carry.
Looked like a late hit from Lowell at the end of the play.
Fisher is going to get a first down as he gets just across the 30.
Yep, personal foul on Lowell.
9 yards on the carry for Fisher, and then 15 more on the penalty.
It's a mental mistake by Lowell. You want to make KV earn it. They just got a first down. Don't give them 15 more.
First major penalty of the night on the Red Devils. 6 penalties total in the game, 3 on each side, 1 major to both sides. First and 10 for the Cougars as they are now at their own 45-yard line.
Again, looks like they're
kind of stacking an eye behind Webster this time. They're going to give to the
right.
deep back. They're going to go right and get out to the 48s. He being Fisher once again. 3-yard pickup for Riley Fisher. 2nd and 7 for the Cougars. Just underway here in the third quarter. 10:49. Clock runs 21-7 Red Devils.
Again, they are loaded up on their right side. KV.
Webster going to give to the lead back, Fisher. Fisher gets across midfield to the Lowell 49-yard line. That'll give him 3 more on that carry. It's his 15th carry of the night.
Looks like they're trying to overload him to the one side and go back to the side, the opposite side.
Henson's going to bring up 3rd down, 3rd and 4 for the Cougars. They are in Lowell territory at the 49. Opening drive of the second half, 21-7 Red Devils.
There's 11 guys in the box.
I think that's Sneed that time.
That's a turnover. He just ripped it out of his hand before they blew the whistle. Yep, that's a turnover. Number 8 ripped it out of his hand from Lowell. Oh.
Who was the ball carrier?
Ball carrier was Fisher again, I believe. They're going to call us forward progress was stopped.
Stopped at the 47-yard line, and we have a Lowell player down on the far side of the field. Give Fisher a pickup of 2. Timeout on the field. As both teams go to the respective sidelines, let's take a quick break. 9:24 to play in the third. 21-7 Red Devils. You're listening to Chevy Game Night on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
You're listening to the Region Sports Network on WRTW Crown Point and WRTK Paxton, Illinois.
Morris Baseball and Softball Center, a new baseball and softball development program in Northwest Indiana, provides instruction for aspiring athletes. The staff at Morris Baseball and Softball Center has over 95 years of combined professional experience, and they provide instruction which includes game-tested methods used by major league teams. Located inside Omni 41 in Schererville, Morris Baseball and Softball provides disciplined, well-organized practices and places players in highly competitive opportunities to achieve success. For more information on Morris Baseball and Softball, the phone number is 227-5250, and the website is morrisbaseballcenter.com.
It's high school football action on the Key, 90.5 FM, WRTW Crown Point.
Welcome back to Chevy Game Night on the Region Sports Network on 90.5 FM, WRTW, underwritten by your Chicagoland and Northwest Indiana Chevy dealers. Chevy runs deep. So here we go for the Cougars. And
that's a
fumble. And Lowell says they recovered, but that was 4th down, so it isn't going to matter either way. So the fumble.
I think Webster reverse pivoted and hit his running back as he went. And then he lost it.
That's the second time KB has fumbled tonight, and it's the second one they've lost. And once again, and we've talked about it throughout the first half, Rob, Lowell will take over on downs, and they have tremendous field position. They will begin at their own 49-yard line. At the conclusion of tonight's game, we'll name the Berry Brothers Blue Collar Player of the Game, underwritten by our friends at Berry Brothers. Berry Brothers, the source for quality work and safety footwear and apparel. So first and 10 for the Red Devils, two receivers right. Pitch. James, spin move at midfield, gets him away from a couple of defenders, and he picks up 5 more after making that move. A 6-yard carry for Ike James.
Like a quick pitch, he took that straight up the field, little spin move.
2nd and 4 for the Red Devils. 8:34 remaining in the third quarter. 21-7 Lowell.
Ike James is as advertised, ladies and gentlemen.
Again, the opening night of the conference season here in the Northwest Crossroads Conference. Both these clubs come in 2-0. Handoff, that's Giordano this time. 42-yard line. About a yard short. It's going to be 3rd and a yard for the Red Devils.
He was hugging that ball. 2 hands. He did not want to turn it over again.
So 3rd and 1 for the Red Devils. 4th carry of the night for Giordano. KB needs to stop here, Rob.
Yes, they do. It's 3rd and 1. It's going to be 4-down territory anyways for Lowell, but you got to come up big. You know number 32 is going to get the ball.
Yep. In his tailback position. As his fullback to his left. Hornickel under center. One receiver to the right.
Oh.
James has it. He's going to be close. Not sure, Rob.
If he doesn't have it, he's maybe a half a ball length away. Looks like they're calling for 4th down. But
yeah, I don't think they gave him anything. They're putting the football back at the 42-yard line. I mean, no gain on that play for Ike James.
Not even measuring either.
4th and a yard for the Red Devils, and as you mentioned, Rob, they're going for it. You said it before the last play, 4-down territory. 4th and a yard for the Devils from the KV 42.
Looks like some confusion on KV.
Pitch. James, he's got a first down and more across the 40, across 35, 30, and down to the 24-yard line goes Ike James. First down for the Red Devils.
All else fails, give it to James.
18 on that carry for Ike James. Going to put it directly on the 25, so give him 17. 4th down, no matter how you, a first down, no matter how you want to do the math. First 10 Red Devils with 6:44 clock runs here in the third. 21-7 Lowell.
Ike James is hungry. He is eating up yardage.
So, feed the man, right?
He came all the way from Lowell hungry.
Hornickel drops the snap. It's a fumble ball loose on the turf. I think Hornickel was able to cover it up. But it's a loss of yards back to the 31. Loss of 7 on the play.
That was a big play, big play. Again, KB's got to take advantage. They got to get a turnover. They got to get lucky, something.
So that will be a loss of 7 and make it 2nd and 17 for the Red Devils halfway through the third quarter. Hornickel works shotgun this time.
It's pass.
Hornickel firing downfield, caught at the 16 and down to the 11-yard line. And that is going to be a first down. Trevor Spravnik, 13.
Yep.
On the catch. First completion of the night. It's a Red Devil first down. They're going to put the football at the 12-yard line. So that's a 19-yard pass play.
Pulled that one out of their passing playbook. They don't open that very much.
They're going to put Jesevich in motion. Now a swing pass caught on the far side. Inside the 5 down to around the 3-yard line. And that was Alex Schwitters on the catch.
Who would have thunk that's 2 passes in a row by Lowell.
Pickup of 8 on that play. down to the 4. Second down. Lowell can get a first down at the 2. 5 minutes to play in the third. 21-7 Lowell, and they're trying to increase the lead right now. Hornickel hands James in for the Red Devil touchdown. Ike James with his 4th touchdown of the night, this one from 4 yards out. And Lowell increases their lead to 27-7. Second time tonight that James has scored from 4 yards away. Now an official's timeout, as Robbie Smetana is going to come out for the PAT out of the hold of Jesovich.
It's like 22 to know from KV. He was injured. He's got to come off for one play.
That's actually going to be Ryan Batos on the hold. We had a penalty on KV that is declined by the Red Devils. Offside. So now here's the PAT attempt. Snap's good, holds good, kick is up, and it also is good. 4:45 remaining in the third quarter. Your score now, Lowell 28, Kankakee Valley 7. You're listening to Chevy Game Night right here on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
You're listening to the Region Sports Network on WRTW Crown Point and WRTK Paxton, Illinois. McShane's Total Graphic Solutions puts your company name and logo on just about anything. We offer a full line of custom marketing products and services like custom imprinted mugs, pens, and magnets, quality employee apparel, with custom imprinting and embroidery, executive gifts, customer appreciation and gifts, and so much more. McShane staff can help you select the right items to help you achieve excellent results. McShane's 1-800-837-1400 or online at mcshanes.com. It's high school football action on the Key, 90.5 FM, WRTW Crown Point.
You're listening to Chevy Game Night on the Region Sports Network, presented by your Chicagoland and Northwest Indiana Chevy dealers. Chevrolet, the talk of the town. Along with Rob Gross, Jerry Siska back here at Kankakee Valley. 4th touchdown of the night by Ike James has increased Lowell's lead to 28-7 with 4:45 remaining in the third quarter. Now the Cougars will get the football back. And Rob, after this return, what do you do if you're KV? You're not a passing team. You're 3 scores down, and you're not going to see the football tonight, as this kick once again will go into the end zone, and KB will begin from their 20 for the 5th time this evening.
You need a positive drive, positive yards. Get out there. I mean, it's already the game's almost getting away from you now. You need a good drive. Put together a good drive. Do what you do best for KV. Get Webster out.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Get Webster out. Get him on the outside. Use his speed. They haven't used his speed all night. He's been bottled up.
Tonight's game is underwritten in part by the Randall K. Miss Accounting Group in Sherrville. When it comes to business, let Randall K. Miss Accounting put the numbers to work. Their phone number is 219-864-8541, and they are online at www.rkmissgroup.com. What do we got?
Looks like Webster pitched it to 25 around the edge.
Chad Witt.
About an 8 to 9 yard gain.
Witt out to the 28. So 2nd and 2 for KV. 30 yards on the ground and 5 carries for Chad Witt.
It was a good play. Positive yards.
And a fumble as Webster kept, and Lowell has it. Webster dropped it back at the 24. It's a loss of 4 on the play, and then he dropped the football and lost it altogether. 3rd fumble of the night for KV. 3rd one that they have lost.
Penetration will kill that option. Kleiman ran right through, hit him right when he was going to pitch it. Ball was on the ground, Lowell recovered.
So, Lowell football at the Kankakee Valley 24-yard line, with the Red Devils already leading this one 28-7 as we get late here in the third quarter.
This game's going to be being close to being out of hand.
2 receivers to the right, 2 receivers left, 1 man in the backfield with Hornickel. Now they put Jusevich in motion, and he gets the football on the sweep right side. 15, 10, 5, and he's in. Jordan Jusevich.
There's a reason he wears number 6, Jerry. He is the future running back. Next year, I'm sure he will be the feature running back when Mr. James goes out to college.
24-yard touchdown run, Jordan Jusevich. And Lowell has blown this thing open. It's 34-7. 24 yards on the touchdown run by Jordan Jusevich. And he says to Ike on the sideline first off, he goes, hey, look, James, buddy, you can't get them all, okay?
Give me some love.
Here's the kick by Smetana. It's up, and it's good. 35-7, Red Devils, 3:59 left in the third. Let's take a break. You're listening to high school football right here on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
You're listening to the Region Sports Network on WRTW Crown Point and WRTK Paxton, Illinois.
Buffalo Wild Wings wants to team up with Region High Schools to share the excitement of homecoming by sponsoring the halftime festivities with the B-Dubs street team and mascot. For participating schools, the fun includes a wings delivery to the press box, a t-shirt toss for fans, a chance to win a B-Dubs spirit bag with any concession stand purchase before halftime, and a fan's photo opportunity with the B-Dubs mascot. This is a first-come, first-served promotion based on availability and dates, so for more information on booking Buffalo Wild Wings for your school's homecoming, you can call 586-663-0707 and ask for Lisa Bissett. That number again is 586-663-0707.
It's high school football action on the Key, 90.5 FM, WRTW Crown Point.
Welcome back to Chevy Game Night on the Region Sports Network on 90.5 FM WRTW, 90.5 FM WRTK. It's underwritten by the Chicagoland and Northwest Indiana Chevy dealers. For more details on the great Chevy lineup, the website is ChevyDrivesChicago.com. Along with Rob Gross, Jerry Siska back with you at Kankakee Valley High School. The Cougars side kind of quiet and sitting now. It's a packed house, but their Cougars are down to the Lowell Red Devils 35-7. Just under 4 minutes to play in the third quarter.
The animals are quiet on the farm.
Here's the boot, and that will go in the end zone again, forcing Kankakee Valley to begin from their own 20 for a 6th time this evening. Tonight's game is underwritten in part by State Farm agents Rich Allenbaugh in Highland and Bob Reese in Crown Point. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there, and so are Rich and Bob. Rich can be reached at 923-3030, and Bob at 663-7337. State Farm agents Rich Allenbaugh and Bob Reese are proud supporters of high school sports on the Region Sports Network.
Let's see if KV can get a good drive here. Execution is the key.
It's first and 10 for the Cougars. Webster under center. Webster keeps, gains a yard to the 21, second down. Lowell has just done a phenomenal job of bottling up Derek Webster all night, giving him no space, giving him no edge.
I think Derek Webster thinks Lowell is playing on his side of the ball because every time he gets the ball, he looks left, looks right, white jerseys all around him. Lowell's done a good job scouting this game. Keep him bottled up, make someone else beat you.
Second down, 2nd and 9 for the Cougars. Cougars with a K. Down here at KV. Webster. He's going to look to throw. Looks to go down the middle of the field. Incomplete here at the 48-yard line. Intended receiver right there for the Cougars was Tyler Kinney. First throw of the night for Derek Webster.
That's what, the 9th attempt all year, right?
You are correct, sir. Your memory is very good.
They don't throw much. There's a reason why.
It's not like you're trying to memorize big numbers, right?
I'm good with small numbers.
Officials take a timeout on the field with 3:14 to play. And both teams are headed to their sidelines, and we never like to see this. There is an ambulance here on the Cougar sideline to attend to an injured KV player. Don't know who it is, not going to speculate, but we are going to take a break. You're listening to high school football, and you're listening to Chevy Game Night on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
You're listening to the Region Sports Network on WRTW Crown Point and WRTK Paxton, Illinois. Your local Chicagoland and Northwest Indiana Chevy dealers are proud to be contributing members of the community here in Northwest Indiana. Your local Chevy dealers also pride themselves on their commitment to help you find a vehicle of your choice at a Chevy dealer near you. Our website is ChevyDriveChicago.com. Once again, that's ChevyDriveChicago.com. We look forward to serving you. Chevy runs deep. It's high school football action on the Key, 90.5 FM, WRTW, Crown Point.
Along with Rob Gross, Jerry Siska back with you here at Kankakee Valley High School. You're listening to Chevy Game Night on the Region Sports Network, presented by your Chicagoland and Northwest Indiana Chevy dealers. For more details on the great Chevy lineup, the website is ChevyDrivesChicago.com. Fans of Region Sports, while you're online, check out the #1 student NWI features published by our friends at NWIndianaLife.com. 27 Northwest Indiana schools are participating, including Lake Central, Munster, Crown Point, and Lowell, with stories straight from the students, the eyes and ears of positive news and events in the schools. You can find all these great stories at NWIndianaLife.com/1StudentNWI. Action still stopped while the young man from KB is attended to on the sideline. 3:14 left in the third quarter, 35-7 in favor of the Red Devils. The hand is for the young man as the stretcher headed into the ambulance, and his Cougar teammates headed out to the field.
We're not doctors, but I believe it had something to do with that shoulder. He came off that after that last touchdown by Jucevic, holding that shoulder. So
stay tuned after the game for the Region Football wrap-up on the Region Sports Network as the crew back in the RSN studio gives you all the scores from tonight's games across Northwest Indiana. They will be on the air until 10:30. Well, you had said it all along. Tyler Tinnell was who you saw coming off a few plays back, and the crowd chanting before the back of the ambulance doors closed, Tyler, Tyler. So he will be taken off to the local hospital to be attended to, and his Cougar teammates need to figure something out here. They're facing 3rd down and 9 from their own 21-yard line, and they trail this one 35-7. They won the milk jug last year. They're going to have to give it back if they don't come up with a big rally here late in this one.
as of right now, Lowell's got sole possession of that jug.
They won the leather helmet earlier this year for the first time in a long time.
You got to have something to match that leather helmet. Nothing goes better than a jug.
You know, and added those things to last year's sectional championship, which had been a while for them, 09 previous. I hope they increase the size of the trophy case over at the high school over the summer.
They're going to have to with Mr. James in the backfield.
So we're still waiting for the officials to get everything in order and get it going.
I think they may be waiting on the ambulance to actually move.
Folks getting everything in order before they move the ambulance.
You never want to see anybody injured, but this is football. Sometimes it does happen. Well wishes to Tyler Tinnell. Get back on the field soon, young man.
It's 3rd and 9. The official continues to stand over the football. You're on the air with the only game in town, the Region Sports Network and Chevy Game Night right here on the Key, 90.5 FM, WRTW, and on the internet at regionsports.com. Region Sports Network coverage of the high school football season returns next week with more exciting gridiron action. Stay logged on to regionsports.com for the updated broadcast schedule. So the ambulance now making its way out of Fred Jones Field, exiting to the north of the stadium. And we are ready to get back to some football. 3rd and 9 for the Cougars. Webster under center.
Counter.
And it's a run out to the 28-yard line. Chad Witt with the carry.
You're going to have to punt this ball.
He's going to pick up 7 on the play, and it's going to bring up 4th down and 2.
Webster's back in punt formation.
Actually, it's his first kick of the night. But you turn the ball over 3 times, that doesn't help anything. Excuse me, second kick of the night. Jesevich and Gill back. Here's the boot. Low kick. End over end. Hits the turf. Takes a good Kankakee Valley roll. And will come to rest at the Lowell 38-yard line. So that's where the Red Devils will begin. 1st and 10 from their own 38. The last drive took 1 play to score. Red Devils leading at 35-7 with 2.5 minutes to play in this 3rd quarter.
Field position. Killing them. Killing KV all night long. Lowell says, thank you very much. We will start at our own 38.
It's 1st 10 for the Red Devils. It's going to be a heavy dose of Ike James right now, buddy.
Let's see what KV's got. See, right now they're playing for pride. Let's see what it means to be a Cougar.
So, Hornickel in the shotgun. Got both backs to his left, and he's just going to follow him to the left side on the edge, across the 45, and he's across the 1st down marker and near midfield. 1st down for the Red Devils. Darian Hornickel.
He put his head down and leveled somebody on that sideline for KV.
Came to the huddle, and he said, boys, you look like you're having some fun. I'm calling my own number on this one. Picks up 11 on the play. 1st down, Red Devils.
The KV defense has to be tired. They've been out there all night long.
Lowell goes back home next week to take on Griffith. They haven't been home since week 1. Kankakee Valley will go on the road. They haven't been there since week 1. They'll go to Hobart. 1st 10 Red Devils. Hornickel under center this time. On the counter, Giordano gets the handoff. He fights his way to just shy of the 50. That was a real tough less than 1 yard right there by Austin Giordano. But I'm giving him one because my stats are all that matters to me right now.
He didn't gain much, but that was a tough run.
I can't give him a yard on that. Sorry, Austin. 2nd and 10 for the Red Devils. Under 2 minutes to play here in the 3rd. Hornickel letting the play clock run down using both play and game clock now.
KV's got 8 in the box trying to stop this run.
James on the pitch to the left side, and he gets across the midfield mark into KV territory across the 45 down to the 44-yard line.
It was Mr. Sneed on the tackle, number 39.
43-yard line, 8 yards on the pickup for Ike James. Boy, they leave him in here long enough. Rob, he may have a 200-yard night. He's at 163 on 18 carries right now.
He's already got 4 scores. I think he likes 5. Let's see.
60 seconds remaining in this 3rd quarter. 3rd down, 3rd and 2 for the Red Devils from the KV 43. Hornickel working shotgun this time. Again, the formation where both backs to his left, and Hornickel fumbled it. Started running before he took the snap, and he loses yardage back to the 47.
He was excited, Jerry. It was his own number again. He was going to run around that left edge. He forgot the ball. He probably would have had 1st down yards, but now they're going to have to punt.
They will kick it away, will the Red Devils. But the play clock has not been started, and the game clock is down to 22 seconds. So I don't know if they'll kick it away before the end of this period. And Lowell's not. They're standing around. Has the game clock down to 10 seconds. Linemen not even taking a stance. They're all looking back at the scoreboard over their shoulders.
4th quarter.
And 4, 3, 2, and 1. That is the end of the 3rd quarter with the score. The Lowell Red Devils 35, the Kankakee Valley Cougars 7. You're listening to Chevy Game Night on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
You're listening to the Region Sports Network on WRTW Crown Point and WRTK Paxton, Illinois.
Hey, it's Tara for Christensen Chevy. Christensen Chevrolet is a local family-owned and operated Chevrolet dealership celebrating over 60 years in the community, serving all of Northwest Indiana and Chicagoland. If you stop in, you can see why families and businesses have put their trust in us for generations. At Christensen, we have an enormous inventory of new Chevys with all of your favorite models in stock, ready for immediate delivery. Because that's the Christensen way. We're Christensen Chevrolet, proud sponsor of our great local high school athletic programs on Indy Boulevard in Highland, or visit ChristensenChevy.com.
Strack & Van Til with 19 Northwest Indiana locations has everything desired for healthy eating, from fresh produce, deli, bakery, and seafood. The meat department features certified Angus beef and butchers who offer custom orders. The website features a meal planner with a recipe of the day and catering information available, including a variety of party platters. They are on the web at strackandvantil.com.
It's high school football action on the Key, 90.5 FM, WRTW Crown Point.
Along with Rob Gross, Jerry Siska back with you here at Kankakee Valley High School as we get set to begin the fourth quarter with the Lowell Red Devils leading the Kankakee Valley Cougars 35-7. You are listening to Chevy Game Night on the Region Sports Network. It's presented by your Chicagoland and Northwest Indiana Chevy dealers, the MVPs of MPG. So Lowell to punt it away to begin the fourth quarter.
See if KB can get a big punt return. Maybe start in Lowell territory.
Big leg, big boot, and fair catch at the one.
Oh, boy.
Inside the 10, you let it go, right?
Yeah. That.
Fair catch made as KB will take over. That looks like the 1 yard line, doesn't it?
Yeah, you got to let that bounce.
Wow, field position has not been in favor of KV all night to begin with, and now their worst starting point of the evening, their own 1 yard line.
And the bad thing is, I think he knew it as soon as he caught it.
Like, I'm going to be in trouble. Can I skip films?
I think he had one of those Snickers moments.
So Webster under center. It's just going to be some kind of power formation. They're going to hand off, and they're going to try to get a little bit of yardage. They're going to get out to the 5, maybe the 6 on the play, because the ball carrier there was Riley Fisher.
He has been a busy man.
Fisher actually is going to get out to the 8 yard line for a pickup of 6. 2nd and 4. Fisher approaching the 100 yard mark, 95 yards on 17 carries. Another handoff.
Stacked up.
That's going to lose a little bit.
Great team defense by Lowell.
Fisher again on the carry. Well, the official here on the near side is giving him the line of scrimmage, so we'll call it no gain. 3rd and 4. Take a look at a few scores. Late 3rd quarter. 4th-ranked Baylor 42-21 over SMU. Late 3rd, 5th-ranked Michigan State now leading Western Michigan 34-17. And we're going to get another loss on this running play back to the 6 yard line. That was Webster on the carry.
Second by number 8 for Lowell. That's Josh Knobloch, linebacker.
Earlier today, Cubs beat the Diamondbacks 14-5. And let's look at their wild card situation. Pirates leading the Cardinals 4-0 middle of the 5th. Rockies leading the Giants 2-0 in the bottom of the 4th. Sox are winning 7-0 in Kansas City. Here's the punt by Webster. Lowell again going to have terrific field position. Josevich, dangerous pickup, but when he kind of saw the Cougars were willing to let it bounce and then just down it, he liked the bounce he saw. He picked it up and returned it 5 yards. And Lowell with tremendous field position once again. They will start at the Kankakee Valley 31 yard line.
That is a young man with a lot of confidence in his ability. I like it. Coach Kilmer may say something to him on the sidelines.
He might. But since it didn't go wrong, at least you probably won't get yelled at on the sidelines. You'll be told, don't do that again. 9:52 left in this one. At the conclusion of tonight's game, we'll name the Crowell Company's Lantern Man Superhero of the Game. Crowell Company is proud to recognize superheroes on the football field. Also, at the conclusion of tonight's game, we'll name the Berry Brothers Blue Collar Player of the Game. That's underwritten by our friends at Berry Brothers. Berry Brothers providing quality work and safety footwear and apparel since 1946. I formation this time behind Hornickel. Handoff to the 30.
Looks like they got a different quarterback in there right now.
And was that a Spravnik on the carry?
I think number 12 is in for Lowell. It's Noah Bishop.
Who was the ball carrier?
I believe that was 13.
13, so that was the Spravnik.
Yep.
And he picked up to the 30, so give him a yard.
It's like Lowell is emptying their benches right now.
Little mop-up time for the JV kids. Here's a pitch. New running back taking it to the right side, getting across the 30 to around the 28. That was Cedric Caschetta. This is the point now where I'm just going to kind of rack up just yards, period. So to the 28, pickup of 2.
Got some JV players in there. They want to score. They want to get that varsity score.
Well, Noah Bishop, 12 at the quarterback position, is a senior quarterback.
Yep.
I formation. Bishop fakes, rolls, throws, batted to the air, incomplete.
He almost got caught on the backside by number 34, Riley Fisher of KV. He was close to getting that sack.
So it's 4th down.
Looks like field goal time.
Well, it's a good time to try it.
Looks like, what, about a 45-yarder?
Spatana on to try a 45-yard field goal from the right hash with 8:22 to play. Not much of a breeze here, so.
This kid was booming them in pregame.
And that is Ryan Bottas on the hold. Long snapper, Nate Buss. The kick is up, and it is no good. Off to the right. It was long enough, but it was off to the right. So the 45-yarder, no good. Kankakee Valley will take over at their own 20, trailing at 35-7.
Not sure he hit that square up, but
actually he had the distance, but it was wide right. And you're right, it didn't look like he really squared it up good.
too much end over end.
So 1st and 10 from the 20, and probably we're going to see a lot of KV reserves at this point. Although that is Webster under center yet, so Webster wants to keep, and he's going to be hit and dropped for a loss.
Ouch. They might want to think about taking him out.
They're going to say no gain on the play for Webster. 2nd and 10 for KV.
He's getting up very slow.
Webster has had days that have been more fun than this one. And he'll have plenty more that'll be real good before this 2015 campaign is over. It's a quality KV team. Just ran into a buzzsaw tonight here in the Red Devils.
He may be soaking in a tub of ice tonight.
Lowell came in with a purpose and a focus. Webster going to hand it off the left side. That is Witt with the carry to the 25-yard line. Give him 5 on the play. 3rd and 5 for KV. For Witt, that's now 42 yards in 7 carries. Don't forget to join the boys back at the studio at the conclusion of tonight's ball game. It's the Region Football Wrap-Up Show right here on the Region Sports Network. It's on till 10:30. All part of Chevy Game Night right here on the Region Sports Network. 3rd and 5 for the Cougars. Backs. Hand off to the fullback, and that is going nowhere.
Stuffing instead of potatoes, Jerry.
It is going nowhere. And being pulled off his back kindly by the Red Devils is 43 for KV, Logan Nowak. So no gain on the play. Fourth down, and KV's going to kick it away. There's a lot of energy in this stadium when the game began, Rob. Not so much anymore. Fair catch called for and made at the 43-yard line. A diving attempt.
That was probably his best punt all night.
And that was Gill that made the...
He called fair catch and was like, uh-oh.
Yeah, I'm in trouble. That thing's coming up a little short. Let me dive. But he did. Made the catch. Lowell, we've said it all night. Again, great field position. They start at their own 43-yard line. Halfway through the fourth quarter, 35-7, Red Devils.
KV players starting to hang their head.
Hey, it's early in the season. No head hanging. You get back to work on Monday morning. Well, here's a carry. And out to the 43 is the ball carrier, so no gain on the play.
They can use this game as a tool to learn, get better. That's all you want.
How about some scores from elsewhere around Northwest Indiana? In the third quarter, Andrean leads New Prairie 24-12. In the third quarter, it's Lake Central over Portage 42-14. Second quarter, LaPorte leads Valparaiso now 35-24. Good job right here by Bishop, letting the game and play clock run down. It's an I formation. Bishop's going to give to the deep back. And he's going to get out to about the 45-yard line. A couple of yards on the play, nothing more. And it'll bring up third down for the Red Devils. So let's go back to our scoreboard here. In the third quarter, touchdown by Highland. It's now a 10-point game. Munster 19, Highland 9. Whiting in the third, 28-0 over Boone Grove. In the third, Chesterton over Michigan City, 16-12. At the half, Wheeler 35, Knoll nothing. In the third quarter, Maryville 32, Crown Point nothing. Third down and 7 for Lowell. Rolling to his left is Bishop. He's going to tuck and run. Midfield, he's got a first down, and he's into KV territory. Brought down at the 43-yard line.
Stayed in bounds. That was a smart play. Trying to run that clock.
Instead of 43, give him a pickup of 12 on that play.
There's a reason why Lowell was ranked number 8 in the AP polls in 4A. They're good.
Here's a score for you in the fourth quarter. Griffith 15, Hobart 13. In the third, Morton 44, Clark nothing. In the fourth, Hanover 38, Lake Station 6. In the third, South Central 42, Calumet 14 at the half. East Chicago Central 28, Roosevelt 6. And in the fourth, North Juts at 22, Rensselaer 8. Handoff again, pickup of about a yard on the play. There's the ball carrier
40.
right there is number 40 this time. You're right all over that one, my friend. And that's Logan Charters.
You list him as a sophomore tight end. Not tonight.
Nope. Get in the backfield, young man.
Can I carry the ball, coach? Sure. Go to the backfield.
Second and 9. 3.5 minutes to play in this one. 35-7, Red Devils. I formation this time behind Bishop. Two receivers out to the right side. Bishop going to hand off. And once again, the carry is by Charters. And he gets to the 37-yard line. That'll be a 5-yard pickup for the young man.
Another good run. Put his head down, ran hard.
Third and we'll call it 4 for the Red Devils. 3 minutes exactly to play. As the KV crowd begins to slowly file out of Fred Jones Field.
Something's afoot at the farm. They're out the door.
Bishop under center. Going to give it to Charters again, and he is not going to get anything. That's going to bring up fourth down. Stopped at the line of scrimmage was Charters.
probably going to go for it. It's too long for a field goal, too short for a punt. Yep. Here comes the quarterback back on the field.
2:20. The clock continues to move. 35-7 Lowell.
See what KV's got. It's all about pride. Stop him. Get the ball back.
Well, Lowell's #1 in the RSN top 10, and they've shown why tonight. Pitch. Charter's going to try the right side, and he's going to have a first down. Gets inside the 30 to around the 28.
I think some of the KV players are asking for the license of that truck that just ran him over. The license is number 40.
Charter picks up 8 on that carry. And we've got 30 yards in 8 carries by the reserves that have come into the ball game.
He had a head of steam, and he was not being stopped.
That is now 13 first downs for Lowell in this one. 1:40 to play, first 10 Red Devils. Whoop, Bishop went to hand off. Looks like some miscommunication. Bishop manages to get back to the line of scrimmage. So it will be 2nd and 10 for Lowell.
Whoops.
That wasn't supposed to happen. So 2nd down, 2nd and 10 as we approach 60 seconds remaining in this one. Don't forget to join us for Chevy Game Night next Friday night. It begins at 6 o'clock. Our high school football for you right here on the Region Sports Network. Red Devils to the line of scrimmage. Play clock down to 6. Pitch, fumble. Pitch was to Charters. He's able to recover it back at the 33-yard line. 3rd fumble of the night for the Red Devils. They've lost just 1. But the loss to the 33 is a loss of 4 on the play. And the game clock now under 25 seconds. Play clock has not been set. That is going to be the end of tonight's football game. Let's just wait for both sides to come from the sideline. Lowell is beginning to walk on the field from the far side. Cougars doing the same from the near side as the clock winds down from 10. And Lowell says, hey, bring that jug over here, Cougars. It's getting on the bus with us, boys.
Going back to Lowell.
Final score tonight here at the farm. Lowell 35, Kankakee Valley 7. We'll be back with postgame after this. You're listening to high school football right here on the Region Sports Network. Chevy Game Night. We're the only game in town.
You're listening to the Region Sports Network on WRTW Crown Point and WRTK Paxton, Illinois. Your local Chicagoland and Northwest Indiana Chevy dealers are proud to be contributing members of the community here in Northwest Indiana. Your local Chevy dealers also pride themselves on their commitment to help you find a vehicle of your choice at a Chevy dealer near you. Our website is ChevyDriveChicago.com. Once again, that's ChevyDriveChicago.com. We look forward to serving you. Chevy runs deep.
At the Crowell Companies, our customers are more than just numbers on a ledger or anonymous people who sign up online. Our customers are the families we see at the ball fields, the grocery store, and all around the community. That's because for nearly 50 years, the Crowell Companies have been part of the community right here in Northwest Indiana, offering personalized custom services that only a local company can provide. For home, auto, and business insurance, it's the Crowell Companies, 923-2131, and online at crowellinsurance.com. The Crowell Companies, home of the insurance superheroes. Sports in the region are about tradition, and since 1946, Berry Brothers in Hammond has built a tradition of quality and service. With a professionally trained sales staff, Berry Brothers offers a selection of quality American-made work boots, safety shoes, and apparel. Located on Indianapolis Boulevard, a half-mile north of Interstate 94, Berry Brothers is devoted to providing exceptional service to ensure the satisfaction of every customer. Berry Brothers is open 7 days a week, and gift certificates are available. The website is berrybros.com. Concussions occur when trauma to the head or spine temporarily interferes with brain function. Seeking medical care as soon as possible is important in making a full recovery and reduces the risk of developing long-term problems. The concussion clinics at Community Hospital in Munster and St. Mary Medical Center in Hobart have a team of medical professionals experienced in evaluating and treating concussions. If you have a head or neck injury, don't wait. Head to the experts. For a head injury on the field, the court, or the ice, the phone number to the concussion clinics is 219-836-4461.
Tonight's game is underwritten in part by Langle's Pizza. With locations in Highland, Crown Point, and 2 in Cherryville, Langle's is open for pickup or delivery 7 days a week, and orders can be placed online at langlespizza.com. Don't forget to take the Langle's Pizza and a Pop Quiz at popquiz.regionsports.com for a chance to win a $25 gift certificate. Langle's, serving the region since 1979.
Herm and Chris Hoagie, broker owners of RE/MAX Realty Associates in Munster, are award-winning realtors with over 30 years of experience. Their team of over 35 agents is ready to help with any and all real estate needs in Lake and Porter counties, as well as the southeast Chicago suburbs. They can be found on the web at regionhomes.com. Herm and Chris Hoagie are proud to underwrite the Herm Hoagie Halftime Report during tonight's game.
It's high school football action on the Key, 90.5 FM, WRTW, Crown Point.
Welcome back to Chevy Game Night right here on the Region Sports Network, presented by your Chicagoland and Northwest Indiana Chevy dealers. More details on the great Chevy lineup. The website is ChevyDriveChicago.com. Lowell wins here tonight down on the farm, 35-7 over the Kankakee Valley Cougars. It was an interesting ball game, Rob. The one that KV really was pretty much outplayed from start to finish. We talked about it during one of the breaks. Honestly, the lone score that KV had came thanks in part to a Riley Fisher 56-yard run prior to him then going in for the final 5 yards. And KV really never threatened to score other than after that one big run.
No, and it's hard. You know, they had to go length of the field almost every time. One time they had the ball at their 1 yard line. When Lowell is starting, great field position every time. They're ranked in the top 10 4A. They have a stud for the running back. Great offense and defensive line. It's hard. It makes your job hard.
Got to really applaud the Lowell Red Devil defense. Derek Webster was held tonight to 3 yards on 11 carries.
Excellent. That was KV's main weapon. He's their speed. They kept him in check all night long, and they said, all right, Riley Fisher, beat us. Riley Fisher did a yeoman's job tonight.
Played a good game.
Yeah.
Played a real good game, but they needed more than Riley Fisher. You can't be 0 for 1 in your passing game. You can't fumble the ball 3 times and turn it over 3 times. You can't start the game with a couple of big penalties. And Kankakee Valley did all of the above.
Yes, they did. It's tough to win. Even when you're at home, you have to execute versus the good teams. You're not going to beat a team like Lowell with bad field position, penalties at inopportune times, and turnovers.
And for Lowell, they did fumble the ball 3 times tonight, but they lost it only once. Ike James, typical night at the office. But I think a couple of things that really helped them blow this open late was not only a turnover, but it was a one-play 24-yard sweep by Jordan Josevich, and it was the 2 passes that Darian Hornickel completed in the third quarter. It was only for 27 yards, but that was enough when KV was really trying to stuff the run, put them on their heels a little bit more, and opened up a little bit more of the floodgates, and Lowell could finish this off.
They had set that Jusevich run up well. They were running him with the same motion all night long, but not giving it to him. They finally gave it to him around the end. He used his speed and athletic ability and got for the score. It's tough. I mean, Lowell has talent everywhere, especially at the skill positions. It's tough. I mean, KV, they got one guy with lots of speed. And he was bottled up tonight.
Let's take a look at some of the unofficial numbers from tonight's ball game for the Red Devils, who improved to 3-0 on the year, 1-0 in the NCC. They ran the ball 42 times tonight for 240 yards. All 5 of the touchdowns came on the ground. Ike James led the attack, 18 carries, 163 yards, and 4 touchdowns. Going straight down the list, Trevor Spravnik, 2 carries for 6. Austin Giordano, 5 carries for 15. Justin Jesovich, 1 carry for 24 and a touchdown. Darian Hornickel, 6 carries for 6 yards. Noah Bishop, a couple of carries for 12. And some of the running backs that were put in the fourth quarter had a combined 8 yards for 14. Just 2 of 5 for the Red Devils, 2 for 4 for Hornickel, 0 for 1 for Bishop, 27 yards. But that adds up to 267 yards, 267 ball control time possession yards for the Lowell Red Devils, 13 first downs, 3 penalties for 25 yards. Frankly, 1 penalty in each of the first 3 quarters, none in the fourth, 3 fumbles, lost 1 for their only turnover of the night. For the Kankakee Valley Cougars, who fall to 2-1 on the year, 0-1 in the NCC. Ran the ball 40 times tonight for 146 yards. Riley Fisher, 18 carries for 95 yards, and the only Cougars score. Chad Witt, 7 carries for 42. Randy Sneed, 3 carries for 6. And Derek Webster, as I mentioned, 11 carries for just 3 yards. 0 for 1 for Webster, so just 146 of total offense for the Cougars. 6 first downs, just 1 in the second half. 3 penalties, 16 yards, 1 of the penalties in illegal procedure on the kickoff. 3 fumbles, lost them all for 3 turnovers. Kankakee Valley goes on the road for the next 2 weeks. They'll be at Hobart next week and at Griffith on September 18th. Lowell home for the next 2 weeks as they'll welcome Griffith next Friday night and then welcome the Highland Trojans in 2 weeks. 35-7 Lowell, that's your final here tonight. Let's take one final break here on the post game, and when we come back, Rob and I will give out our awards for tonight's game. You're listening to Chevy Game Night right here on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
You're listening to the Region Sports Network on WRTW Crown Point and WRTK Paxton, Illinois.
Hey, it's Tara for Christensen Chevy. Christensen Chevrolet is a local family-owned and operated Chevrolet dealership celebrating over 60 years in the community, serving all of Northwest Indiana and Chicagoland. If you stop in, you can see why families and businesses have put their trust in us for generations. At Christensen, we have an enormous inventory of new Chevys with all of your favorite models in stock, ready for immediate delivery. Because that's the Christensen way. We're Christensen Chevrolet, proud sponsor of our great local high school athletic programs on Indy Boulevard in Highland, or visit ChristensenChevy.com.
Misprint can help your team's identification with team banners, trading cards, personalized team posters, stickers, decals, and fundraising ideas too. Misprint has 2 locations, 8244 Calumet Avenue in Munster and in Hammond at 6931 Calumet Avenue. Both locations open Monday through Friday, 8:30 to 5, and in Munster, Saturdays till noon. Online, it's misprintusa.com. Misprint in Munster and Hammond for custom print, designs, and signs.
Tech Credit Union can help you get the cash you need for home improvement, education costs, or any other purpose. Unlock your home's equity with a home equity loan featuring a 3.99 annual percentage rate, 7-year repayment term, and no closing costs. With a fixed rate, your monthly payment won't change during your loan term. To learn more, visit techcu.org or call them at 800-276-TECH. That's 800-276-8324. Tech Credit Union is an equal opportunity lender and is federally insured by the National Credit Union Administration. Rates may change without notice.
Strack & Van Til, with 19 Northwest Indiana locations, has everything desired for healthy eating. From fresh produce, deli, bakery, and seafood. The meat department features certified Angus beef and butchers who offer custom orders. The website features a meal planner with a recipe of the day and catering information available, including a variety of party platters. They are on the web at strackandvantil.com. Morris Baseball and Softball Center, a new baseball and softball development program in Northwest Indiana, provides instruction for aspiring athletes. The staff at Morris Baseball and Softball Center has over 95 years of combined professional experience, and they provide instruction which includes game-tested methods used by major league teams. Located inside Omni 41 in Schererville, Morris Baseball and Softball provides disciplined, well-organized practices and places players at highly competitive opportunities to achieve success. For more information on Morris Baseball and Softball, the phone number is 227-5250, and the website is morrisbaseballcenter.com.
Serving the Northwest Indiana community, 4U Construction has built a reputation with homeowners over the past 5 years. 4U offers their knowledge with insurance claim adjusting, roofing, siding, hail damage, wind, fire, and water damage. 4U Construction represents the homeowner with their claim, working to get the money needed to cover all the repairs. The number to call for an estimate is 219-310-5699. 4U Construction. We've got you covered.
It's high school football action on the Key, 90.5 FM, WRTW, Crown Point.
Along with Rob Gross, Jerry Siska back with you here at Kankakee Valley High School with the Lowell Red Devils. Win tonight 35-7 over the host Cougars. And you're listening to Chevy Game Night on the Region Sports Network, presented by your Chicagoland and Northwest Indiana Chevy dealers, the MVPs of MPG. All right, Rob, let's give away our awards for this evening. Time to name the blue-collar player of the game, underwritten by Berry Brothers. Berry Brothers, a blue-collar store for the blue-collar worker.
Surprise, it's Ike James, senior running back out of Lowell. 4 touchdowns, 163 yards rush on 18 carries. That is 9 yards a carry.
I didn't see that coming.
It was a shocker to everybody.
We had to have somebody break the tie on that thing up here in the press box.
Yeah,
Ike James, the senior tailback for Lowell. He's your, I'm sorry, which one did you do? I asked for the blue collar.
Oh, I'm sorry. Thought that was
Hold off. We're going to start all over again. That was a rewind. Here we go.
The blue collar player.
Time to name the blue collar player of the blue collar player of the game, underwritten by Berry Brothers. No wonder I didn't see that coming.
He was the heart and soul of KB tonight, honestly, with 3/4 of their offense. Riley Fisher had their only touchdown, 18 carries, 95 yards. He played about as well as he could play tonight.
Riley Fisher of KV, the Berry Brothers blue collar player of the game. It's underwritten by Berry Brothers. Berry Brothers, located 1/2 mile north of I-80-94 on Indianapolis Boulevard in Hammond. Okay, time now to name the Crowd Company's Lantern Man superhero of the game. Crowd Company's proud to recognize the superheroes on the football field.
Now we can go Ike James. Senior running back out of Lowell, junior All-State last year. I'm sure he'll make senior All-State this year. Only 4 touchdowns, 163 yards, and 18 carries, and it's about a 9-yard per carry average. He was their stud tonight, throwing a little bit of Jusevich at the end. Really good defense. Lowell's going to go far in the postseason this year.
And that is your Crowd Company's Lantern Man superhero of the game, senior tailback Ike James from Lowell. Crowd Companies, they have offices open from 9 to 9 Monday through Friday, Saturdays until 2 in Highland, Maryville, and Michigan City. Region Sports Network coverage of high school football on 90.5 FM, WRTW, and on the internet at regionsports.com is underwritten by your Chicagoland and Northwest Indiana Chevy dealers, the MVP of MPGs. The Crowd Companies, your insurance superheroes. Berry Brothers, a tradition of quality and service since 1946. Strachan Van Til, where fresh is more than just a word. McShane's, business products and solutions since 1921. Christensen Chevrolet in Highland, driving the American dream. Tech Credit Union, financial services for life. Langle's Pizza in Highland, Cherville, and Crown Point. The Concussion Clinics at Community Hospital in Munster. St. Mary Medical Center in Hobart and Valparaiso Health Center in Valpo. Herman Chris Hoagie of Remax Realty in Munster, proud supporters of Region Sports. United Federal Credit Union, banking made easy. Randall K. Miss Accounting Group, putting the numbers to work. Morris Baseball and Softball Center, providing elite instruction. State Farm agents Bob Reese in Crown Point and Rich Allenbaugh in Highland. Buffalo Wild Wings, got to be here. 4U Construction, we've got you covered. And by Misprint, the Munster and Hammond for custom print, design, and signs. The management team of the Region Sports Network. Our executive producer is Chris Ramirez. Our chief engineer is Mike Bonaventura, and our coordinating producer for the evening, Nathan Laird. Our game producer, Nick Russ. Video tonight by Ken Siegfried. Video producer was Nathan Laird. The station manager over at WRTW, Jody McManus. Special thanks to the athletic director, Doug Greenlee, from Kankakee Valley, and John Gray, the assistant AD here at KV. Thanks also to Keith Kilmer of Lowell and Brad Stewart of Kankakee Valley for all of their help in getting us what we needed to prepare for tonight's broadcast. And finally, thanks to you, the listeners of 90.5 FM WRTW and RegionSports.com for spending some of your Friday night with us, enjoying high school football right here on the Region Sports Network. Don't go anywhere. Chevy Game Night continues in just a moment with a Region Football wrap-up show. our crew back at the RSN studios will get you all the scores from tonight's games across Northwest Indiana. Rob, great working with you. Let's get out of here and head back.
Long drive.
Drive down to I-65. Listen to Nate and Chris. They're next. They're here till 10:30. And we thank you for listening. Final score for the final time. The Red Devils of Lowell beat the Cougars of Kankakee Valley 35-7. For Rob Gross, I'm Jerry Siska. Have a great Labor Day weekend, everybody. You've been listening to Chevy Game Night on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
You're listening to the Region Sports Network on WRTW Crown Point and WRTK Paxton, Illinois. Quality, family, convenience, trust. The four interlocking diamonds that symbolize United Federal Credit Union represent our commitment to our members. Quality, what we strive for in every transaction. Family, we have products and financial advice for every stage of life, like we would for our own family. Convenience, we are constantly adding ways to make our products more convenient, like mobile banking, online banking, and 24-hour telephone banking. Service, our service-oriented staff will take the time to get to know you on a personal level. United Federal Credit Union in Griffith, we'll get you there. Your local Chicagoland and Northwest Indiana Chevy dealers are proud to be contributing members of the community here in Northwest Indiana. Your local Chevy dealers also pride themselves on their commitment to help you find a vehicle of your choice at a Chevy dealer near you. Our website is ChevyDriveChicago.com. Once again, that's ChevyDriveChicago.com. We look forward to serving you. Chevy runs deep. McShane's Total Graphic Solutions puts your company name and logo on just about anything. We offer a full line of custom marketing products and services like custom imprinted mugs, pens, and magnets, quality employee apparel, with custom imprinting and embroidery, executive gifts, customer appreciation and gifts, and so much more. McShane staff can help you select the right items to help you achieve excellent results. McShane's 1-800-837-1400 or online at mcshanes.com.
You play to win the game.
He's going to fake the handoff and keep it. He's got some running room. He's at the 40, 45, 50. It's a foot race. 40, 30, 20.